Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome into the show. We are live for week 4. You're watching Philadelphia Eagles now. My name is Chase Sr. It's another game day. And as always, no matter where you are or how you're tuned in, we appreciate all of you for making today's show a part of your day. And it's another good one on tap. Philadelphia Eagles 3-0 on the road in Tampa to play the 3-0 Buccaneers. The game of the week in the NFC between two of these top teams in the conference. Kickoff slated for 1 p.m. Eastern at Raymond James Stadium. It has been an Eagles fan takeover. A majority of the stadium expected to be rocking Kelly green and midnight green because a lot of Eagles fans have traveled down south to Florida for this game. But a lot of Eagles fans in general live in Florida. You think about the Philadelphia Phillies having their spring training home in Clearwater. There are a lot of Philadelphians who have migrated south, not just for the winter, but full-time because the temperatures and the weather a little bit easier. The Birds, 3.5-point favorites. The over-under for this game at 44. And speaking of the weather, it is expected to be another hot, muggy, and humid game at Raymond James Stadium, which this time of the year is a constant. And as we found out, the Eagles have struggled to play in Tampa in these types of conditions. And so you look at the weather forecast, and obviously anytime you're playing in Florida, there can be a chance of showers or thunderstorms. Probably not going to be the case until later this afternoon after the game has already happened. But when kickoff is set for 1 p.m. Eastern, the temperature is going to be 90 degrees. Not bad, right? Here's what's bad. The real field temperature, 103 degrees. And that's going to be pretty consistent throughout the duration of this game. 2 o'clock p.m., 103 still. 3 p.m., 102. And then by the time that this game is starting to wind down late in the fourth quarter, the real field temperature still going to be about 99 degrees. So another humid one in Tampa. The Eagles, I don't think, have lucked out with having to play against the Buccaneers on the road in September when the temperatures are the highest, but it is what it is, and the Eagles can't control that. What they can control, trying to move that record to 4-0. You know what you can control? Get in the comment section popping. Chase Senior Producer Chip live here with you and the rest of the Bird Gang tuned in from across the globe. I want 1,000 E's in the chat right now because that gets us started with E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagle, with the $50 super chat. Let's go, Birds. If somebody gets another $50 super chat in the next minute, I'm taking down a shotgun to get things started. Dennis Designs, the Florida man himself, $5 super chat. Hey, Chase and Chip, get a moderator. I am at work today. All good, Dennis Designs. I think we have Kane Angel who can be our moderator. If not, we'll definitely figure it out. I see Lisa Chipper is in the chat. Will Reed, Purple Rose is here. Hope you had a great time with your dad, by the way. Pamela Ann typing those E's. Lady D2 Fly saying, hey, go Birds. You love to see it. Here's that $5 super chat from Dennis Designs. He lives in Florida himself. Not at the game, has to work today. But Dennis, the good news is you can pop up the stream and we got you covered with the best Eagles analysis all throughout the afternoon. We also have the best deals for the Bird Gang, like this Eagles Nike Kelly Green hoodie, which is $22 off right now. All you have to do, use our link down below, chatsports.com/Kelly hoodie. That's chatsports.com/Kelly hoodie. This Eagles Nike Kelly Green hoodie with the old school logo on the chest was $85. It is now on sale, limited time only, for just $63. The link is in the chat. The link is also in the description of this video. Get your Eagles Kelly Green hoodies today. And let's get those super chats going. You know, I'm training for a High Rocks competition, and that competition is happening in Dallas, Texas in November. And so my training sessions start every Sunday at 9:30, which is why we haven't been doing a ton of our pregame shows. We've been doing half-hour pregame shows. The bosses are telling me, Chase, since you're only doing a 30-minute pregame show, there's no way you can get the stream to $300 prior to the game starting. I told him, bet. I think that we can. We're already at $55. Can we get the $300 before kickoff? And we have a loaded Super Chat menu for everybody. All Super Chats get a shout out. If you send in a $20 Super Chat, you get into the raffle to win our Eagles Now football. If you send in a $50 Super Chat, that's a beer bong or a shotgun. I already owe one for Lori Papas. If we get another 50, I'm doing a shotgun. I already owe her a beer bong. $100 gets you entered into the Eagles Now 2025 Hall of Fame. We've been keeping tallies of everybody who is a part of the Eagles Now Hall of Fame for this season. And then how about this? Our Super Chat MVP. This will go to the largest individual Super Chat. You get a Brian Dawkins autographed jersey. That is going to our Super Chat MVP here today. I also want to try something different. Look, when you send in Super Chats, we certainly appreciate that. It helps us grow the channel, and it goes toward the channel, obviously. It goes toward us being able to grow our company here at Chat Sports, and we are booming, especially since I came on board in 2021. It's been a blast to be able to grow the channel and grow the company to the point that it is. But when you send us a Venmo, we're able to get in contact with you right away because I can message you. And I want to give away a Philadelphia Eagles jersey today. And so we're going to do that by way of Venmo. That way I can just message you right away and I can get your name and address. And so here's how it works. You send me a Venmo and we have different tiers here. A $10 Venmo, you get 1 ticket. A $20 Venmo, you get 3 tickets. $50, you get 10. And if you send in a $100 Venmo, we're going to give you 15 tickets for a chance to win a jersey and an automatic Philadelphia Eagles Now hat. So Venmo me at Chase_Senior. We will decide this with a duck race. And so the username is at Chase_Senior. If you want to scan the QR code, you can also do that. We'll pop that up full screen here. You scan that, and it allows you to get in contact with me right away by way of Venmo. And so we want to give somebody a Philadelphia Eagles jersey. It'll be any jersey that you want. And obviously, with the different price points, you get more raffle tickets to go toward that jersey. And we'll decide that with the duck race by the end of the game. There are, of course, other ways to support the show 100% free. At the end of the day, we just appreciate you being here. A Super Chat or a Venmo, it's just like tipping your bartender if you want to further support the program. And so, for free, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. For instance, 260 people watching live, 80 likes. Get those numbers up, smash that thumbs up icon. You can also subscribe to the channel. Comment and share your thoughts like John Galt, Joshua Lindley, and Catherine Weber. You can share the video on social media to get more eyeballs on our live stream. But most importantly, at the end of the day, we want you to be a real one every single day. All right, let's continue to preview this game in the lead up to kick. And we have a great game overseas right now. Steelers up 24-21 on the Minnesota Vikings. It looked as though Carson Wentz threw an interception, but they overturned it. The Vikings have no timeouts left, 14 ticks remaining, 24-21. Pittsburgh up by a field goal here. It is a 4th and 18, and a bulk of Pittsburgh's scoring was in that first half as DK Metcalf went off. As for this Eagles-Buccaneers game, it has been a brutal history for the Eagles of late against Tampa Bay. All-time Philadelphia and even 9-9 against the Buccaneers. In their last 7 games, the Eagles are 1-6 against Tampa Bay, dating all the way back to 2015. Philadelphia has also lost 3 of 4 on the road at Raymond James Stadium, with the majority of those games happening in September. But as I previewed all week, and as I always like to say here on the show, I believe this is one of the best sayings in life. Context is always important. And so while Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni are 1-4 against the Buccaneers, a big reason for that is because Todd Bowles blitzes a lot. The Buccaneers have the number 2 blitz rate in the NFL. Hurts and Sirianni have struggled to answer the blitz, but there has been a constant in 4 of those losses. What is it? One of the best wide receivers of all time, a wide receiver who finally got going in the second half last week, A.J. Brown, did not play in any of those 4 losses. There was a loss in 2021 in the regular season and in the playoffs, and then in the 2 games since, A.J. Brown didn't play in those games either. When A.J. Brown did play in September of 2023, before the Eagles' collapse The Eagles won, and A.J. Brown went off. 9 catches for a $131 in a 25-11 win. In week 4 of last year, remember this loss this time last year? Honestly, almost a year ago exactly, Philadelphia lost 33-16. They went into the bye on a sour note. A lot of people wanted Nick Sirianni fired, and a lot of people did not believe that the Eagles were true, bona fide Super Bowl contenders. They didn't really get it going on both sides of the ball until week 7, week 8. Defensively, once Cooper DeJean became the starter after the week 5 bye, that's when the Eagles started to catch their stride. But week 4 last year, Philadelphia lost 33-16. It was bad, but remember, context always important. The Eagles were without Lane Johnson, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith. And so the Eagles' top wide receivers in that game, a joke, honestly. Jahan Dotson was the number 1. He had just been acquired right before the year. He didn't even know the full scale of the offense yet. Paris Campbell was the number 2. He's not even on an active roster right now. John Ross was the number 3. He's not even on a team. And then Johnny Wilson was the Eagles' number 4 wideout. Now, Lane Johnson playing, A.J. Brown playing, Devontae Smith playing. Eagles are pretty healthy on offense, a little bit banged up on defense, but that should go a long way in them improving against Tampa Bay here today despite the heat. So who you got in this ball game? PHI for the Birds, TB for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Chip, you're rocking the good luck charm jersey. Yep. Devontae Smith, he's obviously playing here today, as I noted. Did not play last year. Are you feeling more confident about the Eagles pulling out a win today, considering how they've struggled against the Buccaneers in years prior?
I think you have to. And I think it's mostly because, one, obviously, I think the Eagles are more well-prepared to take down this team, being fully healthy. But also, the Buccaneers are dealing with a ton of injuries, man, to some pretty important players. Going to get some pretty important guys back as well today. But, missing Mike Evans, Godwin, going to play probably limited snap count. And what does he look like anyways coming off that knee injury? They get Tristan Wirfs back, which is big, but they have a couple of other offensive linemen out. They're missing at least one defensive lineman in Kalijah Kancey. So, they're banged up, man. And I just think this Eagles team, they're at a point where, they can get over this whole we can't beat Tampa thing. So, yeah. As long as they don't look like they did in the first half of the Rams game, I do think it'll be a good one regardless. Baker Mayfield is just that guy, I think, but should be a good one. They should be able to pull this one out.
Look, you just can't play with fire week in and week out. And every week in at least a half so far this year, the Eagles have played with a little bit of fire, whether it be the defense struggling in the first half of games or the offense not being able to find a groove. Obviously, last week, the Eagles had to score 26 unanswered, and that's what propelled them to that epic comeback win over the Rams. You can't do that week in and week out, especially with this level of schedule that is a gauntlet really from start to finish, especially when you're playing really good opponents every week, and the Buccaneers, a really good opponent. Let's get back to your super chats here. We're up to $60 in supers. Can we get to 200 or 300 prior to the game? The bosses are telling me it's impossible, that we're frauds, that we're never going to do that. I think that we can prove them wrong. And if somebody else sends in another 50, I will shotgun a beer, we'll sing Fly Eagles Fly, and we'll sing No One Likes Us, We Don't Care. By the way, for Lori Papas and that $50 super chat, going to take down this little shambong here.
Lori Papas.
Appreciate that, Lori. I saw Purple Rose send in a $20 Venmo. That's our first Venmo of the day. And so that's a couple of tickets right there toward an Eagles jersey. And you think about it, right? Jerseys are pretty expensive. You can win an Eagles jersey for $10 potentially as part of our raffle here. All right. So with Dory Jackson not going to play in this game, Keely Ringo is going to get the start opposite of Quinyon Mitchell at outside corner. Of course, Nolan Smith not playing in this game. I was also a little bit surprised to see that Azeez Ojulari, once again, a healthy scratch. And he is not going to play in this game. He is inactive. He has not been activated for a game yet this season. And so Zadarius Smith going to get a start. Obu Ankaranku, I would imagine, get some snaps as well. And then Jalen Hunt going to have to step up. The Eagles as a team through 3 weeks, get this, from their edge rushers, they only have a half sack. And it was Zadarius Smith. on the half sack combined with Andrew Makuba's safety blitz against the Chiefs in week 2. Speaking of the Eagles' schedule, right? I mentioned that victory, Eagles over the Chiefs in week 2. Here's how the Eagles have fared so far. A 24-20 win over the Cowboys. And a lot of people said, man, the offense sucked the first week of the year. I actually disagree. They had 3 first-half drives, and they scored 3 touchdowns on those 3 first-half drives. Of course, the Jalen Hurts haters and detractors will say, he didn't throw for that many yards. He's a dual-threat quarterback, and he carved Dallas up with his legs. And then the weather delay in the second half really ruined offensive flow for both Dallas and Philadelphia. The Eagles' defense, they came to play in that second half after they gave up 4 scoring drives on the first 4 drives of the game. Then they pitched a second half shutout. And the Eagles' offense scored 3 points in that second half, but that was a collective effort, offense, defense, special teams. Jake Elliott had that clutch field goal as well. 20-17, the Eagles' offense definitely struggled a little bit, but Steve Spagnuolo blitzed at the highest rate since he's been the Chiefs' defensive coordinator, and the Eagles made the big plays late. It was the Jalen Hurts long ball to Devontae Smith. Sometimes you have to take what the defense gives you. And then last week, the Eagles were so bad in that first half. At one point, they had 3 drives, minus 9 yards after Lane Johnson went out. In the second half, they were incredible. Jalen Hurts played like an MVP, and he accounted for 4 touchdowns on the day. The Eagles' defense, they gave up a touchdown right after the Jalen Hurts fumble early in the third quarter. From that point forward, pitched a shutout, and the Eagles popped off 26 unanswered. And so Philadelphia 3-0, winning all of their games by 1 score. The same can be said for the Buccaneers. These are 2 teams that have really played clutch football at the end of games. And for the Buccaneers, there's been a constant for them. It's Baker Mayfield playing incredible. 23-20 win week 1 over the Falcons. Baker Mayfield had to engineer a game-winning drive late. He had to do the same on Monday Night Football against the Houston Texans, where Tampa Bay came back in the final seconds to claim that one 20-19. And then last week, it was Baker again. After the Jets had blocked a field goal, Baker Mayfield helped to mount that comeback. Tampa Bay comes back, and they edge New York 29-27. One thing to remember going into this game, the Buccaneers have not played well for a full 60 minutes. They've been very sporadic. They've been up and down. So too has the Eagles. And so I think whichever team is the most consistent team ends up winning this game. Here's how the Bucs stack up. Offensively, 12th in points per game, 15th in yards per game, 22nd yards per play, 14th on third downs, 25th in the red zone. So they've struggled a little bit continuing drives and moving the chains on third downs. They've struggled to score touchdowns when in the red area. Defensively, 17th in points per game, 11th in yards per game, 14th in yards per play. But this is where you make your money as a defense. Third downs and in the red zone. The Buccaneers only giving up a third down conversion rate of 31.4%. That's number 4. And they have the 5th best red zone defense in the NFL. What's going to give in this game? Because the Eagles' offense, 7 of 7 in the red zone so far this year. It might even be 8 of 8. But they've converted on 100% of their red zone trips, meaning when they get inside the 20, they've scored a touchdown every single time. And so can the Buccaneers defense stop Philadelphia in the red area? Can the Eagles offense continue to put together this historic stretch to start the year with being able to finish drives with touchdowns? Elsewhere, the Eagles are 8th in points per game, 27th in yards per game, 27th in yards per play. 8th on third downs, though, because Hurts has been clutch. Defensively, solid. But I think they're going to round into form and be better at some point. 15th in points per game, 18th in yards per game, 18th in yards per play, 21st on third downs. But again, you make your money here in the money downs and money areas, 7th in the red zone. So my keys to the game here, Philadelphia cannot blitz Baker Mayfield. He was blitzed a league high rate in 2024. He carved defenses up. Last week, the Jets, Aaron Glenn, Steve Wilkes, they do blitz a lot, and Baker cooked them. The Eagles, contrary to that, have to be ready for the Todd Bowles blitzes. second highest blitz rate in the NFL for Tampa through 3 games. I hope that Kevin Patullo listens to A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, and the Eagles are more aggressive on offense like they were in the second half against that Rams team, which entering week 3 had the number 1 defense in the National Football League. And Nick Sirianni made a valid point. We learned our lesson. We can't let defenses dictate what we do on offense. Cornerback 2 could be an issue for the Eagles today. Keely Ringo getting the start in place of Adoree Jackson. And the depth, obviously, without Adoree Jackson, Jacorian Bennett on IR, a little bit of a concern. And you already know Baker Mayfield is going to try to target Keely Ringo, who, if he plays well, could lock down the starting role from here. And I hope that the Eagles can clean up their kickoff returns. Last week was a joke. Their average starting position was the 21-yard line. It was an 18-yard difference compared to where the Rams started their offensive drives. And so the Eagles did make a move this week, signing Xavier Gipson. They claimed him off of waivers. He's inactive today. And so once again, we're probably going to see Tank Bigsby. We're probably going to see John Mechie, who had never been a returner in his life prior to last week and prior to this year. They have to be better there because you can't shoot yourselves in the foot with where you start these drives. All right, we have more than 1,000 people watching. Go Birds. If you're ready for kickoff, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. Our audience is on the uptick. We're now up to 1,100 people hanging out. 165 likes. Let's get to 300 likes before this game starts. And as you see, the countdown to kickoff clock right below me, this game seconds away from starting.
Go, baby.
EAGLES, Eagles! Whoever sends in a 50, I'll give you a shotgun. We'll also sing Fly, Eagles, Fly. No one likes us. We don't care. But you have to get that in prior to this game starting. You have seconds to do it. We're at $85 in Super Chats right now. Lisa Chipper! $25 Super Chat. Hope all is well, Lisa. Hope Jeff's doing all right with that Cowboys start. Big game tonight. Micah Parsons makes his return to Jerry World. Lisa Chipper gives us a Go Birds! Shout out to the recent commenter club. Landon Lee, Ted Galvis, Joshua Wilkinson, Jason Schaff, Hozu Jaime, Eagles in Racing, Peter Thurman, Cheryl Durstein, Catherine Weber. Cheryl, I'm going to send your hubby, by the way, a Philadelphia Eagles Now hat. All right, more Venmos coming in. We have Purple Rose who sent in a 20, and then Lori who sent in a 20. Again, winner gets an Eagles jersey of their choice, and we'll decide the winner with a raffle. $15 away from 100 in supers. Can we get there before the game? If we do, I'm chugging a little bit of the beer boot. If we get a 50, I'm taking down a shotgun. I want 1,000 E's in the chat.
Come on!
That gets us started with EAGLES, Eagles! Also said, let's get to 300 likes. We're at 276 right now. Kickoff, almost here. As part of our pregame tailgate show, all of our fans, viewers, subscribers, bringing it in the chat. You love to see it. Cool Rains, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Here we go.
Come on.
Philadelphia Eagles going to be in their midnight green jerseys. They last wore their midnight green threads. Week 1, Thursday night, September 4th, against the Dallas Cowboys. We have an aerial shot of Raymond James Stadium, a lot of Kelly green in the stands, and a lot of midnight green in the stands. Despite this being a 1 p.m. Eastern kick, this is the Fox game of the week. And so they do have their number 1 broadcast crew calling this game. If you want to mute the broadcast and you want me to give you the play-by-play, some people say I'm the next Merrill Reese. He's in! Touchdown! We bring the excitement. We bring the heat. We bring the noise, and we give you the best environment to watch an Eagles game outside of being at the actual game. We're up to $87 in Super Chats. This game is not kicked off yet. Can we get to 100 before this game starts? If we do, I'm chugging out of the beer boot. Got a little Oktoberfest in here. Let's go. John Galt, better than Merrill Reese. We're not worthy, but we appreciate you. Eagles won the kick. They deferred, and so they will kick away to start this game. Jake Elliott going to boot the ball right down the center of the field. It does land in the landing zone, and then it bounces through the back of the end zone. Jake Elliott, after seeing what Joshua Carty did last week, taking note, hitting that low line drive kick. And honestly, by kickers, it's been a smart strategy. The low line drive knuckleball. Dr. Bonaparte, $2 super chat. You know what time it is. What's up, Doctor? All right. Eagles, as I said, midnight green tops, white pants, white jersey numbers. Buccaneers in their white tops, dark gray pants. What did I say all week? Baker Mayfield's going to get rid of the ball quickly. He does on first down. And that's going to be a really nice pickup for the Buccaneers on the first place from scrimmage. He finds Tez Johnson for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. Tez Johnson didn't run a good 40 in the pre-draft, but at Oregon, he was a very fast player. Oregon, of course, with a huge win over Penn State last night. Mayfield under center. Cade Otton in motion. Buccaneers going to run it. Rachaad White, I also said he's very difficult to bring down. The Eagles are going to have to tackle well, and that's a sizable pickup to about the 43. Just a counter power. 2 really good blocks by both the tight ends. I had mentioned that Cade Otton was in motion, and that opened up a pretty good hole for White there. The Eagles, of course, in the first half against the Rams, not good in trying to stop the run. Baker in the gun, back to his right, 3 near side, 1 receiver to the left. Baker drops back. Baker throws. Ball is tipped up off the hands of Chris Godwin and then punched away by Cooper DeJean. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Kenneth Jackson with the $10 super chat. That gets us over 100. I'll give you a beer cheers out of the boot.
Shout out, baby. Let's get it going.
Emily M., you guys rock. Fly, Eagles, fly. You rock, Emily. Thank you. Baker in the gun. Trips left. Bucks run it up the middle. It's going to be a 4 or 5 yard gain, and that brings up 3rd down. Jalix Hunt in on the stop. Zach Bond there as well. They'll give Bucky Irving a 5-yard pickup. Zach Bond, Jahad Campbell playing in this game. Campbell, triceps, Bond, knee. Did not practice earlier in the week. Then they were limited. But on the field here today. Trips near side. 1 receiver isolated to the left. Eagles send 4. Baker throws. Pass. Incomplete. No flags. Really good coverage by Quinyon Mitchell. Intended receiver Emeka Egbuka. And one of the big keys to this game that we talked about this week, the Eagles defense getting off the field and not giving up elongated drives with the real field temperature 102, 103 degrees throughout the entire duration of this game. The fewer snaps you're on the field, the more juice that you can have. Eagles block the punt. It's going to be returned by Sidney Brown. Scoops it up at the 30. He's going to sprint. Prance in for the touchdown. Eagles get off the field on 3rd down. Then they block the punt. And it's Sidney Brown scooping and scoring it, taking it 30 yards to the house. Michael Clay's unit does it again. 2 field goal blocks in the 4th quarter last week against the Rams. And about 3 minutes into this game, they block a punt. Cam Latu bursts through the line of scrimmage, blocks the punt of Dixon, goes right off his right arm, and then Sidney Brown takes it to the crib. Eagles score first. What a way to start this game. Show us the TD.
No way, let's go.
Nick Sirianni has said time and time again, he thinks Michael Clay is one of the best special teams coordinators in the NFL. And this is what elite teams do. Play well in all three phases. You get off the field with the defense on third down. Ensuing play, you block the punt. And when the Eagles score a touchdown, you know what we do. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Will Reed, did it work? Whatever good vibes you sent him with the super chat, yes, it worked. Miss Cindy with the $3 super chat. Thank you, Cindy, for that. Dr. Bonaparte, a deuce. You know what time it is. Eagles. Kenneth Jackson with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Kenny. Emily M. throwing in the $2 super chat. You guys rock. Fly, Eagles, fly. And the man, the myth, the legend, Potion. He's got bars, he's got football knowledge, and he's got the dinero. Potion with the 20. Special teams dinner at Chuck E. Cheese on me tonight. Go Birds! We're up to $123 in super chats. 2,300 people watching live. And I want to make some deals on our super chat menu here. I'm going to throw up a 2-minute super chat shot clock. And I'm going to start the timer here once I'm done explaining everything that we're doing. So all super chats get a shout out. If you send in a $20 super chat, you get a raffle ticket for our Eagles Now custom Week 4 MVP football. 50 for a beer bong or a shotgun. 100, you become a member of the Eagles Now Hall of Fame. Our super chat MVP going to the biggest individual super chat gets a Brian Dawkins autographed jersey. And Chip, I want to start with Kelly Knockin' Ready Savior, who sent in a 20 and a 10. For the next 2 minutes, if you send in a $20 super chat, like Kelly just did, I'm giving you 2 raffle tickets. Ready Savior is going to get 1 raffle ticket, and whoever sends in a $10 super chat, you get a raffle ticket. Somebody sends in a $25 super chat, I'm taking down a beer bong or a shotgun, and a $50 super chat, you become a member of the Eagles Now Hall of Fame. Clock starts right now. So Kelly not going to get 2 tickets. Ready Savior going to get 1. We'll keep track of that. 2 minutes on the clock.
Get it.
What a start for the Eagles. Baker Mayfield takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw quickly near side to Chris Godwin. Just a simple out route there. He's pushed out of bounds by Reed Blankenship. That'll be a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Man, what an electric start to the day. There's Emily, $20 super chat. Go Birds! Shout out to Emily. That's 2 tickets.
Mayfield takes the shotgun snap again, throws over the middle. Pass on the hands of Emeka Ibuka. But fantastic coverage by Quinyon Mitchell again, and that should be a pass breakup right there. He ripped the right arm of Ibuka and dislodged the football. Third down, type those threes. Chris Jones with the 25. Let's give him a couple of raffle tickets as well there, Chip, and I owe you a Shambong. It's third down, type those threes.
Let's go.
Mayfield empty set. 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Mayfield looks right, throws quickly, short of the sticks. It's caught by Ibuka, but Quinyon Mitchell right on his hip. Eagles force the 3 and out. Eagles talking a little smack to Baker. Bucks have to punt it again.
Clamp it up. Come on.
The Bucks this time get the punt away. It's going to be fair caught by Jahan Dotson at the 27-28 yard line.
Pretty good start. Pretty good start. All right, here are those supers that came in. We mentioned Kelly Knox, 20. Go Birds from Kelly Knock. We love you, Kelly. We got the 10 from Ready Savior, Chase mentioned. No matter what team we face, Eagles will always come out on top, baby. Go Birds!
Go Birds.
Love it. Then we got a 20 from Emily M. Go Birds. Motto of the day, baby.
All right. As I always do, I'm tweeting out all the highlights from this game. And so I'm going to throw the blocked punt into the chat, the link to my tweet. If you give me a retweet, as always, I'll give you a shout out here on the show.
And then here's that 25 from Chris Jones we mentioned earlier as well. Also saying, go Birds.
Thank you, Chris Jones. Appreciate that, my man.
John Galt reminding us again.
John Galt, blocked from Twitter. Chip and I were talking about that this past week. What'd you do, man? Pissing off Elon? All right, Chris Jones. Not the Chiefs Chris Jones who complains about the tush push. Chris Jones, who I think, rocking some Flyers jerseys in the profile picture? Go Fly, guys. Can Danny Briere finally turn it around? Can the Flyers finally turn it around? The NHL is better when the Flyers are good. And they've been a pretty awful team for the last 10-plus years. Cheers to Chris Jones. Thank you for the $25 super chat. We tallied the raffle tickets for everybody else as well.
Yep.
And let's go. Somebody sends in a 50. I'm shotgunning. Haven't gotten one yet. I got the pocket knife ready to go. It is ready to pierce and penetrate an aluminum can.
Let's go. Finally get to see the offense now.
Shout out to Cool Rains for the retweet on Twitter. Thank you, my guy. All right, after the punt, Eagles take over at the 27. Their offense has not run a play yet. 2 drives for the Bucks offense, none for the Eagles because of the Cam Latu block punt return for a touchdown. Hurts takes a shotgun snap. Eagles have an answer for the blitz. It's a screen pass to Saquon Barkley. And in 2023 under Brian Johnson, you never saw the Eagles have answers to the blitz. Well, the Buccaneers blitz at the second highest rate in the NFL. First play from scrimmage for the Eagles offense. They have an answer to the blitz, and they pick up the first down. 12-yard pickup. Hurts to Saquon. Type those ones.
Start. Good start.
Hurts in the shotgun. Goddard and Brown to the right. Smith and Dotson to the left. Saquon Barkley in motion. Hurts will swing it out to him. One-on-one. Little ankle tackle. He got 1.5, maybe 2 yards on the play. Nick Sirianni, I'm not in the entertainment business. I'm here to win football games. Probably a response to Drew Brees calling the Eagles' offense boring.
Get out of here with that.
Boring is scoring 26 unanswered points, including the Jordan Davis blocked field goal last week? Okay. Boring is Jalen Hurts carving up the number one defense going into week 3 with the Rams in the second half last week? Okay. Ball at the 40.5. Hurts has been in more Super Bowls than Drew Brees. Deep drop for Hurts. He's going to load up. He's going to take a shot. Oh, nearly brought down by one hand by A.J. Brown. Incomplete. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 8. You like how the Eagles aggressive early on.
Close.
Lexi and Jay, thanks for the retweet on Twitter as well. And you know what the MO for the Bucs is in these types of spots. Blitzing. And the Eagles' offensive line has not been great the first 3 weeks. They have to be better. Bucs show blitz again. Play clock winding down. Hurts just gets the snap off. Throws, pass, caught. Devontae Smith on the inbreaker. He beats Jamel Dean. Eagles needed 8. They picked up 9. And a good job by Hurts identifying that the Bucs were blitzing there. The middle linebacker, Hassan Reddick, lined up there on that play, was unblocked. So Hurts had to get rid of it quickly, spins it to Smitty, ball at midfield. Now the Eagles run it. It's A.J. Dillon right up the gut. That's a gain of 11, as he always does, hovering between 240, 245 pounds, running with some juice and physicality.
There we go. Back-to-back first downs, baby. Type those ones.
Eagles on the march. 1st and 10 in Buccaneers territory. Ball at the 39. Hurts in the gun. Goddard, Brown to the right. Devontae Smith to the left. Hurts going to check it down. Pass caught by Goddard on the crosser. Another solid pickup there. Tackled by Yaya Diaby. Not before Goddard gets 9. You play ahead of the sticks. It's an efficient way to play football. The broadcast is going to call it a 2nd and 2. We're going to call it a 2nd and 1 because Goddard pretty much got 9. Eagles have to get pretty much a yard, maybe a yard and inches. Pistol formation. Hurts fakes the handoff to Saquon. Steps up, he's pressured. Tries to get the edge, outruns Vita Vea, and he continues to run up the sideline. Lowers his shoulder, he's inside the 5 to the 2. A foot race with Vita Vea, who's quite the girthy dude. Hurts able to use his speed, blows by him, but then there was nobody at that 2nd or 3rd level. Drew Brees, is that boring?
I mean, there's no one there.
1st and goal inside the 5. They mark it at the Tampa Bay 2. 3,000 people watching. We go live for every single Eagles game, and we give you Eagles talk shows every single day year-round. Don't forget to subscribe. Hurts under center. A pitch play to his right to Dallas Goedert, underhanded. He gets some blockers in front. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. The creativity from Kevin Patullo. Drew Brees. Is this boring? Eagles up 2 scores halfway through the 1st. It was a quad right. And all Hurts did was take the snap, underhand pitch to Goddard, loved the design, even better execution, Touchdown Birds. Extra point. Good. Right down the hatch.
Come on.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Come on.
What a start. What a start. Man.
That is how it's done right there. That is how you do it. $3,000 people watching, 518 likes. It's a game day. We're up 14-0. You're having a good time. Smash that thumbs up icon. Like the stream. We should be able to get to 1,000 likes ASAP. Let's get it, baby.
Man, you talk about a great start for the Eagles here. They are humming. 14-0 spurt to begin the game. This is the Eagles' biggest lead of the year.
Wow. Ray Johnson, what's good? Up to 600 likes. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. You love the birds, like the video, baby. Tony T, I smell a 50 burger on the grill.
Oh,
Woo,
I need it.
you.
I need it. Eagles drinking some pickle juice or what?
John Galt, Jalen Hurts is a grown man. You best believe it. You best believe it. Ready Savior, another $5 super chat. Appreciate the 5. Ready Savior.
Kick is away from Elliott. It's taken at the 10. Great special teams coverage by the Eagles. Bucs will start this drive at about the 27.
Kevin Matulo's actually cooking with these play calls. It's been good stuff so far. That touchdown play call was sick.
Ball at the 28. Bucs run it up the middle. What a tackle in space by Quinyon Mitchell on Bucky Irving. Quinyon Mitchell playing like a first-team All-Pro early on here. Jackson Dart getting the first career start for himself against the Chargers. He had a quarterback run right up the middle for a touchdown. Giants up 7-0.
Wow.
Mayfield takes the shotgun snap, looks right, fires to his left after the pocket broke down. And then Bucky Irving with the strong stiff arm on Keely Ringo, tackling an issue for Keely in the preseason. I'm pretty sure he got the first down. And for a corner who has good size in Keeley, you'd like to see him go lower there. It is a first down for Tampa Bay. Ball spotted at the 38. Mayfield, handoff. Irving gets the edge. Keeley did a good job of setting the edge there at the corner spot. He didn't have the original tackle on Bucky Irving, but then a contingent of Eagles right behind him to finish the play. That's a loss of a couple yards there. Good pursuit by Ringo. He's got to go lower. We know that Bucky Irving is a physical runner. You can't tackle him around the chest or the waist.
Never going to work.
You got to go around the ankles.
Good stuff, though. The other guys rally into the ball.
Man in motion from right to left. Mayfield will throw it. Looks to that left side. Has to dump it down for Rachaad White. Breaks another tackle, but Cooper DeJean with the tackle after the 3-yard gain. That brings up third down. Type those threes.
Cool.
I've given some shout-outs on that punt block touchdown. I'm also going to throw in the creativity that we saw with the Eagles' second touchdown. First one offensively. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is here.
What?
Taunting on DeJean because he stepped over Rachaad White.
Oh, God.
Can't get excited anymore when you're a football player. He stepped over White. Penalty. What a joke.
Unbelievable, dude.
Hurts to Goddard touchdowns in the chat. Give me a retweet. I'll give you a shout out on X. Flea flicker for the Bucks. Mayfield throws downfield. Intercepted by Cooper DeJean. He gets up, makes a man miss, has some blockers. He's past midfield. He's using his punt return experience to his advantage. He's inside the 35. Let's see if DeJean caught it.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think the ball hit the ground. Now there's some trash talk on the field. Quinyon Mitchell is involved. Tristan Wirfs lost his helmet. Quinyon Mitchell has his helmet in his hands.
What is going on?
More flags.
Lot to work through here.
Baker Mayfield in the face of Quinyon. We know that Baker likes to talk some smack. Then Wirfs grabbed him by his neck. Incomplete pass. Personal foul on Quinyon Mitchell. Automatic first down. So back-to-back personal foul penalties on the Eagles. So what a turn there. Looked like the Eagles were going to have it inside the 35, but now the Bucs get 15 more yards.
Man, yeah, I mean, these past couple plays. God. Get at Baker, man. This defense is all over him right now. Keep going at him. taunting, then a personal foul. At least nobody was ejected.
So now the Bucs have it at the 29. Baker puts the tight end in motion. Bucs run it up the middle. They got to do a better job of tackling Bucky Irving, man. Talked about it all week, dude. Talked about it all week. He runs hard. Tackling was going to be important. You gotta wrap him up low. He's got a strong, stiff arm. He's very strong. You will not bring him down unless you tackle him low. Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 21. Mayfield audibles. Bunch formation. Bucs, pitch play. Near side. Eagles defend it very well. Jalen Carter with the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 1. Bucky Irving on the give. Andrew Makuba also in on the play.
3rd and 1, baby. Tight those threes.
Uh-oh. Joe Alt carted off against the Giants with an ankle injury. Chargers already without Rashawn Slater. Have to imagine it could be 4-down territory here. But the Eagles need to get a stop first for us to think about that. Bucs run it up the middle, 1st down. Barrels his way to the 15. That's Rashad White.
Man, this game's had a little bit of everything so far
This
already.
game's had a lot of juice. You got to love it. Mayfield going to go kill. Play clock at 3. He's in the gun. Takes the snap. Bucs run it. And that's a TFL for Jalix Hunt. Bucky Irving dropped for a loss of 1 or 2. Second and +1. 2nd and 11. Mayfield in the shotgun. Eagles with 2 high safeties. Makuba, Blankenship. Godwin in motion from right to left. Baker will throw it. Swings it out. Eagles defend that very well. They trip up Irving. Blankenship came up from that safety spot. And it'll be 3rd and long.
Come on, baby. 3rd and 10. Tight those threes. Hold them to 3.
Mayfield in the gun, empty set. Tight end and 2 receivers to the right, 2 wideouts to the left. Eagles blitz. Baker flushed. Baker fumbles! And he recovers it at the 24. Zadarius Smith and Zach Bond with the pressure on Baker, and that'll force the Bucs into a field goal. So the Eagles defense on the field for a long time. Back-to-back 15-yard penalties by Philadelphia really helped to propel the Bucs into Eagles territory. But they forced the field goal here, and it's not going to be a chip shot. "42-yard kick from the left hash for Chase McLaughlin. Nice name. And the kick is perfect. 14-3 ball game. With that Baker fumble, it became a 4th and 19. And that takes us to the end of the first quarter. What a start.
Beautiful start. Beautiful start. That's what we love to see. Good job holding them to 3 there.
Yep.
Putting it to the Bucs right now, baby.
Now it's going to be important for this Eagles offense to kind of have a long drive because Eagles defense was on the field for a long time there. And that goes down for Tampa Bay. Let's see. See, that was a 12-play, 48-yard drive, right? But it did last for 48 yards, 7:08. And then in real time, a lot of time for the Eagles defense to be on the field with the real field temp of 102, 103 degrees. All right. What a start to this game. Already 44,000 people hanging out for that first quarter. This Eagles hoodie, by the way, another fantastic deal. Was $85. It is now on sale for just $63. Kelly green, old school logo on the chest, and it's a Nike hoodie. How often do you find a Nike hoodie that is $63? So $22 off, but you have to use our link down below in order for that deal to apply. Thanks to our friends at Fanatics. It's chatsports.com/Kelly hoodie. Chatsports.com/Kelly hoodie. Link is in the chat right now. Delana Day, $2 super chat. Thank you, Delana. Cheryl, we really appreciate you too. We're Bucks County born. Love y'all. Go Birds. Married 35 years and agree on three things. God, guns, Eagles. That's like one of the most electric super chats I've ever seen.
That's awesome.
Chip's a Bucks County guy.
Yep.
Chip's a Bucks County guy. That's awesome. Cheryl and her hubby tuned into the program. Brandon Leverage, $2 super chat. Let's go, Eagles. Ah. And then Brandon again. Eagles. Ah. I love it. I'll give you some shout outs here. I still haven't been able to shotgun a beer. I mean, I'll do it for a $50 super chat. I really want a shotgun, especially with this Eagles start. Come on.
Let's get it.
All right. Let me give shout outs on Twitter for the retweets. I already gave some. Andrew Nathan, Aaron Leby, Anna, G. Van Cleef, LLA Dubs, Joshua Senecal, Maggie McGill, showing us the TDs. Eagles finally field a kick. And it's Tank Bigsby around the 30. Trey Losado, Cool Rains, Evil Graf, Emily Graham, Adam Wolf, Jack in the Box. And then let me go to the Hurts to Goddard touchdown. Give you some quick shout outs there. G. Van Cleef, Aaron Leby, Andy, and Jack in the Box again. Thanks for showing love. Also hit me up on Instagram at Chase_senior. Almost to 40,000 followers over there. All right. Eagles' second offensive drive begins at the 30. Jalen Hurts has had really good answers against the blitz. Saquon with the carry. Saquon able to spring free for a gain of 6, maybe 7. And you can tell if he didn't get wrapped up around the ankles, which he kind of broke that at the start of the play, he might still be running. But a good carry there. Get 7 officially. 2nd and 3 from the Eagles 37.
John Galt said, boring 7-yard gain. Shout out to Drew.
Hurts under center. Pitch play to Saquon. He slips. Tried to cut it upfield. He slipped, and so that's a loss of about 2 yards. I'm pretty sure Cam Latu was the fullback there. The Eagles like him as a fullback. Dropped it in the 3rd round by the Niners a few years ago out of Alabama as a tight end. but does have good blocking ability. It's now 3rd and 5. Hurts empty set. Bucks as always showing blitz. Will Shipley lined up as a slot wideout. Hurts takes the high snap. Pass goes out to Saquon. Nearly broke another tackle to pick up the first down, but he gets tripped up by Hassan Reddick, who didn't like playing in coverage for the Eagles, but he's doing it under Todd Bowles. And the Eagles are going to have to punt it away. So again, something that we need to monitor here. How does the Eagles defense as far as stamina hold up? They're on the field a lot on that prior drive, more than 7 minutes of game time, probably, 15 minutes of real time. And then the Eagles go 3 and out here. Braden Mann, he's been one of the best punters in the NFL this year. A high punt. Angles it to the 11. Sidney Brown misses a tackle, but there to clean it up is Smile Mondin. And then Kylan Granson. Bucks get it inside the 15.
Reminder, we got some great deals going on today's show.
Yes, sir.
Got to tell you all about them because we got a Super Chat menu, but we also got a Venmo menu as well.
So let me break this down. All Super Chats get a shout out until the next play is run. Anybody who sends in a $10 Super Chat, we're going to give you a raffle ticket for our Eagles Now football. If you send in a 20, I'll give you 2 raffle tickets. Our MVP gets a Brian Dawkins signed jersey. The number to beat is $50 for a Brian Dawkins autographed jersey. What I also want to do is do a Venmo jersey raffle. And so here's how this works. For a $10 Venmo at Chase_Senior, you could win an Eagles jersey of your choice. And I'm doing this on Venmo because I can get in contact with you immediately by just messaging you, and I can get your address. It's very easy. And so here's how it works. We're going to decide this with a duck race by way of a raffle by the end of the game. And so if you send in a $10 Venmo, you get 1 raffle ticket to potentially win a jersey of your choice. If you send in a $20 Venmo, you get 3 tickets. If you send in a $50 Venmo, you get 10 tickets. If you send in $100 Venmo, not only do you get 15 tickets, automatically you win a Philadelphia Eagles Now hat. We have them over here. And so automatically with the $100 Venmo, you get an Eagles Now hat and 15 tickets toward a jersey. And if you send me a Venmo at Chase_Senior, obviously the different tiers here, that's the username. If you want to scan the QR code, very easy for all of you. It's on your screen right now. So the username at Chase_Senior, or if you scan that QR code, it just allows you to send a Venmo ASAP. Lori sent in another $20 Venmo. Mike sent in a Venmo as well. I see Bailey Norton wants to be friends on Venmo. Might be getting a $20 Venmo from Bailey as well. Or you could send in a 50, a 100, or just a 10. So for as little as $10, as much as 100, you can get an Eagles jersey of your choice, whatever one that you want. And if you send in a 100, you're getting an Eagles Now hat to rep the show and support the Birds. Baker going to throw it into the flat to Rashad White. He picks up 2. Really good tackle to upend him by Reed Blankenship. Brandon Leverage. I only have cash up. See, I'm only doing Venmo because I don't want to have to go through all these different apps and stuff, but it's all good, Brandon. We appreciate the super chat. Thomas McCracken, Fly Eagles Fly. You already know.
Let's go.
All right, Baker in the gun. 4-man front for the Eagles. Cooper DeJean playing big nickel, hybrid linebacker. Pocket collapses on Baker. Runs to his right, pointing for a guy to go upfield. Has a receiver. Igbuka, after Baker extended the play, first down Bucks. DeJean trailing Igbuka for a long time. And then DeJean, once Igbokwe came back to the football, back toward the line of scrimmage, DeJean tripped up a little bit.
It's a long time to cover.
A lot of audibles as well early for Baker. He's in the gun. Back to his left. He's going to throw it again. Another quick one to Cade Otton. Great tackle by Reed Blankenship. Real Eagles fans know Cade Otton has dominated Philadelphia since he's been with the Bucs.
Lady D in the chat. Lady D to fly.
Cade Otton, a fourth-round pick in 2022 by Tampa Bay, out of Washington. And I think he's one of the more underrated tight ends in the game. Baker under center now. Single tailback. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 37. Bucs run it. Left side. Eagles run defense. Holding up very well. Jalen Carter with the tackle after a pickup of 1. It's 3rd down. Type those 3s. 3rd down. Type those 3s. Cool range. John Galt already on it. 3,500 people watching. Chip, how's the sub counter looking? Is the sub counter going crazy?
We picked up some good numbers here today.
All right. Closing in on 131,000 subscribers. If you're a diehard Eagles fan, we go live for every single Eagles game, but also we give you long-form Eagles talk shows every day year-round. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe. Lock us in. 3rd and 7. Empty set for Baker. Moved off his spot. Has to throw it downfield. Pass broken up by Quinyon Mitchell on Chris Godwin. Quinyon Mitchell has been superb in this game. There was definitely some contact at the end of that route. Quinyon did a good job of ripping the left arm of Godwin because Godwin had an opportunity to catch that ball.
Making plays. Making plays today. That's a big-time stop.
So Bucs punt it. It's another bad punt.
Whoa.
A shank. It goes out of bounds around midfield. I'm not even kidding. They're going to put it at the 40. Oh, no. There's a flag. Okay, holding. So now that negates that, Eagles are going to take over at the 30. Perry Nickerson. What? How is that holding?
Oh, man. Shout out to the real ones, though. Look at this. We're up to 130,700 subscribers. I think we've already picked up. I had it down, actually, how many we had at the start. Let me double check.
Oh, yeah. I'm curious. 300 away. Now 299 from 131,000 subscribers.
Wow. So we started the day at 130,479. So already over 200 subs today. Let's get it, baby.
Love to see it. See, here at Chat Sports, I tally subscribers gained every single week. And so I always want Eagles Now to be in that top 5 for our watch parties every week. One of my roles here at Chat Sports, I'm the VP of Content Strategy. And so I help a lot of channels just produce better numbers. Some of that gaining subscribers. And so if I'm leading that charge, I got to back it up myself. So if you want informative, insightful, entertaining, thought-provoking Eagles coverage every day, year-round, lock us in, hit that subscribe button. It's a pretty special community that we have here on Eagles Now. And you look at the channel, I mean, almost every video is getting between 10 to 60,000 views. We had a video pop off for 200,000 views after the Cowboys game. We've reached well over 3 million people the last month. We go live for every single Eagles game. And so if you want that type of coverage that is consistent and daily, and you want to be a part of a community, and you want to hang out for our watch parties, elite play-by-play, subscribe. Jeff Phillips, $2 super chat. The Birds got to keep their cool, so to speak, literally and figuratively. Yes. This game is intense, though. You can tell the Eagles really want it, and you can tell the Bucs are not backing down either. Thomas McCracken, $2. I need the last 4 of your cell to send. So you don't actually need that. It is 8544, but you can just send it without having to put in the last 4. There's an option where you don't necessarily have to have those final 4. All right, awesome stuff. Thomas with the 20, Lip with the 20, another Thomas with the 20, Steven with the 10. Awesome. Appreciate that, everybody. Ball at the 33. Hurts is in the shotgun. Flexes A.J. Brown out wide in motion. Hurts going to throw down the middle. He has Goddard down to the 45. Good touch. Layering that ball from Hurts. You don't see that a ton from him, layering balls in between the numbers, in between the hashes, but he saw that there was only one safety who was more toward the far sideline. Goddard on the in breaker, and now he's rubbing his knee. Oh, no. Goddard is right so there. Good, but he can't stay healthy. Either way, a great toss from Hurts. Eagles have the ball at the 45. Hurts in the shotgun. Bucs send 5. Hurts on a crosser. Grant Calcaterra, shifty footwork, able to stiff arm a defender and get to the 29. A good job by Hurts to naturally just climb the pocket a little bit, understanding $5 were coming, and he checked it down to Calcaterra. And I thought Devontae Smith said something great the other day. He said, when you're going up against the blitz, what does it mean to you? And his response, you make one man miss, game over, pay dirt. When you blitz, though, sometimes, obviously, it's a numbers game on that back end. And so the Bucs there send 5. Hurts knows on the crosser. With the other receivers taking the existing defensive players upfield, he's got that open. Eagles run it with Saquon, 2-yard gain. Tackled by Servakia Dennis. What a name. Under 8 and ticking left in this first half. Eagles have the ball at the 27. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Near side, it's Smitty and AJ. Bucs send 4. Hurts with the deep drop. Rolls to his right. He's going to take off and run, and he'll make this a 3rd and medium. Also, if you're new to the show, we like to have a lot of fun here on the program. Giving you great play-by-play, analysis, and reactions. We chop it up with the audience. But we also put the party into watch party. And so if anybody out there sends in a $50 super chat, I will shotgun a beer. Haven't been able to do one of those yet. But we're ready to party, and we love partying here on the program.
Let's have a day.
And we're having a day so far. No doubt about that. Ball at the 25, 3rd and 6. Goddard is back in the game. That's a good sign. 1-on-1 A.J. Brown. Buccaneers man coverage. Hurts has to step up. Rolls to his left. Wants to throw. He does. Pass caught. Devontae Smith. He gets leveled, but not before he gets down to the 5. A great throw by Hurts. Rolling to his left, of course, away from his throwing arm. And a good pocket feel from Hurts as well. And a great job upon rewatching this by Devontae Smith to extend the play with Hurts. Hurts wanted to go to him after Smitty had sat down right at the line to gain. But as Hurts skirted to his left, Smitty ran upfield. 20-yard pickup. Eagles have the ball at the 5. Smitty in motion from left to right. Hurts calls for the shotgun snap. Pitch play. Goddard! He's in! Touchdown! It's Goddard's 2nd touchdown of the day. His 3rd in the last 2 games. Eagles extend their lead. 70-yard drive. And they're an extra point away from going up 21-3. Kevin Patullo fired up on the sideline today. He's dapping up some fellow Eagles coaches. And what a first half offensively for the E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles. Jake Elliott out for the extra point. Snap is perfect. Kick even better. It's 21-3 Philadelphia. So how about the creativity from the Eagles here? Goddard's first touchdown, Hurts got the snap and underhanded it to his right on a quad right formation. On this one, we saw this all the time under Andy Reid, where Hurts got the shotgun snap and it's a shovel pass to Goddard. He broke one tackle, took it into the paint. I know some people are calling for it. You know what we do after every single Eagles touchdown? Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. This is electric.
And this is also electric.
Oh! Chris. He makes it rain. A $100 super chat. Go Birds. Did I hear fun? Chris, we appreciate you. That's the number to beat for our Brian Dawkins autographed jersey. The biggest solo super chat that comes in during the live show, you will get a Brian Dawkins autographed jersey. And so the number to beat, $100 from Chris. You got any happy dads over there?
I can go get some.
No, I can go get it.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't have
All right, I will
now.
be right back. Shotgun for Chris Jones.
Chris, what a legend. As the Birds up 21-3. Chris Jones getting us to 327. Did I hear fun? Yes, you did, Chris. That's awesome. And that's going to be a bunch of raffle tickets, too. So, normally, let's see. So, normally you get $20 is one. So, I'll give you 10 for that 100, Chris.
Chris, appreciate that. Eagles kick it away. Uh-oh. Big return for Tampa Bay. Jake Elliott has to push Johnson out of bounds, but there is a flag. Hopefully this brings that long return back. Otherwise, the Bucs will have the ball around midfield. Holding on the Bucs 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The flag came in around the 30. And let's see where they put the ball here. They're going to put it just shy of the 20. All right, Chris. For a shotgun, does a Pepsi count? You can shotgun a Pepsi if you want. I'm going to shotgun a Coors Light. The Mountains are blue. Not a sponsor, but they should be. If you have an alcohol company and you want to sponsor the show, hit me up. Chase@chatsports.com is my email. Bucks end around. Good tackle. Who was that? Quinyon Mitchell. I mean, he has been playing awesome. All right. For Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
Play action for Baker. Looks near side. Pass broken up. Cooper to Jean. Loud chants of Coop at Raymond James Stadium as Eagles fans have taken over Tampa this weekend. It's third down. Type those threes.
Let's go.
Chris, this is for you.
Chug, 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 chug. Come on, baby.
Woo. 3rd and 4. Ball to 25.5. Bucks need to get to the 30. Godwin in motion. Mayfield looks his side, pumps, throws, ball batted up, and then swatted away by Baker. I'm not sure who hit that ball at the line. I think it may have been Jalen Carter. Let's see. It was Moro Ajomo, and then Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, both trying to track that ball down. Jalen Carter maybe saw an opportunity to go a little bit low on the dive on Baker Mayfield. I'm sure that'll get clipped on social media. Dixon punts it again. Jahan Dotson back to receive it. Takes it at the 22. Comes near side. He slipped.
Everyone's slipping.
Yeah. The grass surface looks good. All right, what a start for the Eagles. Up 21-3. Here's what I want to do. We've got nearly 4,000 people watching, approaching 70,000 views on the live stream. We're at 929 likes. By the end of this commercial break, can we get the stream to 1,000? Can we get the stream to 1,000?
Should be light work.
Hit that thumbs up icon like the video. Obu Okoronkwo out with a triceps injury. Man, Brandon Graham, Nolan Smith, and now Obu. The Eagles already a little bit short-handed at edge rusher without Nolan Smith. Azeez Ojulari not active. Let me also tweet out the Jalen Hurts shovel pass to Dallas Goedert.
Just like that, we're over 1,000 likes. Let's keep it going, baby. You love the birds. You're a real Eagles fan. Show us. Be a real one. Like the video, baby. Gotta enjoy how the birds are playing so far today. Like Miss Cindy in the chat. That thumbs up emoji. As we're up to almost 1,100 now. Tony Magro, Shanika Brown, Audrina Dalton, all in the chat. Lady D Two Fly, Grant Rogers, Kelly Sloan. At 2,000 likes, are you going to funnel a Long Island iced tea? I don't think I'd be able to do the show anymore if I did that. We need a new producer. Oh, my God. I'll tell you what, though. If we can get to 1,500 likes before halftime, about 5 minutes to go, we're 400 likes away. We get to 1,500 likes before halftime, I'll do a beer bong of my own. Free of charge. Just got to get to 1,500 likes by halftime.
Let's go.
Got
Man,
5 minutes to do it.
What a surge in likes as Chip referenced there. Already up to 1,120. We appreciate the real ones. All right, what an opportunity here for the Eagles. Let's dissect it and break it down. Philadelphia up 21-3. Dallas Goedert, 2 touchdowns already. Eagles, a special teams touchdown. First drive of the game. Block punt. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. The Eagles get the ball to start the third. They've got an opportunity here to march down the field as Saquon gets the carry. Good patience. He picks up 7 to score here. And we call that lapping the first half into the second half, right? Eagles have an opportunity here to take this clock pretty much down to the half. If they go on a long scoring drive, then they get the ball to start the third. What an opportunity to grab this game by the throat and add on to this 21-3 advantage. Lady D, you gotta believe. Pistol set for the Birds. John Mechie in motion from left to right. Hurts fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it to Mechie. He gets the first down. Oh, my gosh. What a terrible spot. They're going to say he's inches short. And if they call it 3rd and inches here, the Buccaneers have done a great job of stopping the tush push. But let's see what they say here. Nick Sirianni kind of touching that challenge flag in his back right pocket. Is it a first down or not?
Oh, wow.
All right, they give him the first down. I mean, Chip even audibly said, are you kidding me? I mean, Mechie definitely split the two defenders to move the chains. So downs reset, ball at the 35. Hurts in the gun. Saquon to his right. Give goes to Saquon. Just bounces around and gets about 7 yards. Tackled by Vita Vea. Probably the best that the Eagles have run blocked up to this point this season. We haven't seen explosive runs from Saquon, but we've seen steady, consistent runs from him. Jalen Hurts is going to audible here. Ball at the 41. 2nd and 3. Hurts will throw it. Steps up. Plenty of real estate in front of him. He's past midfield and slides at the 49. Everything was covered downfield. So Hurts taking what the defense gives him.
Tight those ones, baby.
And picks up the first down. Clock now under 3 minutes, approaching the 2-minute warning. Play clock at 3, at 2, at 1. Hurts does take the snap, fakes the handoff, throws in the flat to John Mechie. 2 catches today. He gets 6, and that should take us to the 2-minute warning. It does. All right. Commercial break with the 2-minute warning. We don't take commercial breaks here on the show, but we will take a moment to tell you about our friends at Fanatics. And we've seen a couple of people already hop on this deal and take advantage of it. If you haven't, you should. These Eagles Kelly Green Nike hoodies, fall is quickly approaching, are available now, limited time only, for just $63. That's $22 off. This is an $85 hoodie that you can get for $63. Here's the deal, though. You got to use our link, chatsports.com/Kelly Hoodie. Fanatics has hooked you up. They're supporting the show, and they're giving you a discounted rate on this hoodie. They were $85, now $63. Use our link. It's in the chat right now. Alley Cat, $5. Fun fact, when you hit the like button, a football shows up. Try it for yourself. Go Birds. You know, somebody did say that. Let me see if that works for me. I'm going to log into my own account, and I'm going to like the stream.
Oh, Malik Neighbors is down holding his knee.
Uh-oh. Malik Neighbors down holding his knee. Let me like the video. Is that a thing? Let's see here.
Some people
See, for
try
me, it just showed up as a like. I want
wonder
the
if it has to
flying
be
football.
Computer. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Alley Cat, did you do that on your computer or your cell phone? Let me try it again.
She said cell phone.
Cell phone?
Versetti Gang said mine is a football.
See, I did it on my desktop, and it was like the exploding thumbs up. Huh.
Could just
That's
be a
pretty cool,
YouTube
though.
thing.
Great feature.
Yeah.
Love that. So get those footballs flying and hit that thumbs up icon like the video.
Love it.
All right, Eagles continue their march. Coming out of the 2-minute warning. Why is the clock at 1:59 on the game broadcast? Same here.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's very odd.
I was thinking the same thing.
Anyway, Eagles with the ball at the 42. Hurts is in the gun. Quick throw out to A.J. Brown, and his first grab of the day goes for negative yardage. A.J. flipped the ball in frustration. Uh-oh, Tyler Steen is down. Holding his left knee. He's been playing very well. Quick developing play, so I wonder what happened here. Steen has played awesome the first 3 weeks of the year. They're going to immediately feel the ACL. Man, that would be a bummer. He struggled a little bit the first 2 years. Stepped in beautifully in the NFC Championship game when Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens were dealing with those injuries when Dickerson had to start at center. Steen started at left guard. And then Dickerson got hurt. Jurgens played at center. Steen stayed at left guard. And he had been an inconsistent player. This year, Eagles put a lot on his plate. They say, we're going to let Mekhi Becton walk in free agency. You're our starting right guard. And up until this point, he has played awesome, but that doesn't look great. Prayers up for Tyler Steen. You just love to see players where it finally clicks, continue to play well, and have a prosperous, great NFL career. And Steen was looking and has been getting to that point. Let's hope that it's nothing too serious, but immediately they did the ACL test on the field. So prayers up. All right, here's our Super Chat menu. Let's do this. Until the end of the first half, let's go 50% off here. So $10, you get an Eagles Now football raffle. $25, I'm ripping Shambongs. $50 gets you into our Eagles Now 2025 Hall of Fame. The number to beat for our Brian Dawkins autographed jersey is only $100. That goes to the biggest individual Super Chat. Our Venmo jersey raffle. We're going to decide this with a duck race. And so here's how this works. Steen did walk off the field. He's going to go into the tent. If you send me a $10 Venmo, let's see. What happened here? Oh, he got kicked. And then his knee hyperextended. $10 one ticket, $20 three tickets, $50 for 10 tickets. If you send in a $100 Venmo, you get 15 tickets and a hat. So basically, this gets you in the running to win any Eagles jersey of your choice. And then we're going to do a duck race. And if you get one ticket, that's one duck. 3 tickets, that's 3 ducks. Whoever wins that, I will message you, and you will get an Eagles jersey of your choice. Venmo me at Chase_senior. All right, big down here. It's 3rd and 5. Ball at the 44. Eagles need to get to the 39. A.J. Brown one-on-one. Single high safety. This is an opportunity for the Eagles to take a shot to AJ. Bad snap. Hurts does throw it to Brown. Pass caught. First down, Eagles. It was the inbreaker on Morrison. It wasn't a long ball, but it was AJ winning the one-on-one, as he oftentimes is able to do. So good in those one-on-one situations. First down, Eagles, they move the chains. Ball spotted at the 35. 90 seconds to go. Hurts will throw it again. Into the flat to Saquon. Cuts it inside. Makes two men miss. Saquon off to the races. Out of bounds at the 20. Woo! Put his foot in the dirt. Cut it upfield. Made Levante David come out of his cleats. And then Smith kind of hit him late. No flag. But the Eagles inside the red zone. Already up 21-3. They get the ball to start the third. 1:17 left. Clock is still. Hurts empty set. Saquon in motion. Hurts throws it out to him. Just drop the ball. Instead, it's a 6-yard loss. And I get it. Like, sometimes players in real time don't know if that's a backwards pass, if it'll be a fumble. But if you know it's a forward pass, and that was like the last progression for Hurts, just don't catch it. Because that goes for a 5-yard loss. Kind of stalls the drive potentially.
That sucks. I mean, it's basically like a sack.
Yeah. Great point. Pretty much like a sack.
Malik Neighbors did get carted off.
Malik Neighbors carted off. Oh, boy. Tyler Steen walking into the locker room with trainers. He is walking on his own, no cart. Matt Pryor now has been in at right guard. I know he sucked at right tackle. At this point of his career, he's just not a tackle. He's a guard. And actually played pretty well at right guard for Chicago last year. Will Shipley into the game. He's to the left of Hurts. Hasn't played since week 1 with that rib oblique injury. 2 receivers to the right. 2 to the left, including Goddard. Bucks send 4. Hurts pumps. There's a man behind him. And he gets taken down after a pickup of 2. It's Hassan Reddick, the former Eagle. Product of Temple University. He's still fast. And I think the Eagles are going to call a timeout here to stop the clock at 57 seconds. Reddick just kind of looped around Lane Johnson. That's not going to be a sack given up by Lane. He continues to be stellar there. But as Hurts stepped up, he didn't really know that Reddick was behind him until the very last instant. And obviously, with long speed, Hassan Reddick's going to be faster than Lane Johnson. So, clock is still at 1:04.
It's actually Tampa that took that timeout.
Oh, it's Tampa. Okay, so Tampa uses their second timeout. They have 1 timeout remaining. It's 3rd and 13 for the Eagles. Well within field goal range. Ball is spotted at the 23. Bucks taking that timeout in hopes that they can try to get some points before the break. Eagles need to get to the 10. Bucks show blitz. Condensed field. Eagles run it with Saquon. Gain of 1.5 yards. Vita Vea with the tackle. And the Bucks call their final timeout. Jake Elliott will come out for a field goal attempt here, looking to put the Eagles up 24-3. So obviously the Eagles don't score a touchdown on that drive, but they accomplish what we had laid out there. You know, they took over with about 5 minutes left. They take the clock to a minute. By the time the Bucks get it back after this field goal, it'll be under a minute. They get some points before halftime, hopefully, if Jake Elliott connects here. And then you get the ball to start the third. Zach Attack, $20 super chat. We'll give them 2 raffle tickets there, Chip. What's up, Bird Gang? Hope you guys are doing good. Let's get this dub. Go Birds. You already know. This will be a 39-yard field goal from the left hash for Jake Elliott. No wind at all in Tampa. Snap good. The hold is good. And the kick is even better. Jake Elliott puts the Eagles up 24-3. We're seeing Broad Street brilliance here today. Eagles 19-1 in their last 20 games. Hurts in his last 18 starts, 43 total touchdowns, 5 turnovers.
Jake the Make, baby. All right, you don't want to give up some points here, man. Just keep the stranglehold on this team. Keep this 21-point lead going into the half. Come out, third quarter.
Yep. And the thing is, with this new kickoff rule, we saw it on Thursday Night Football. A slight mistake with the kick. Opposition takes over at the 35 or 40-yard line. One pass completion with the distance that these kickers kick with now. I mean, my goodness. One completion, you're in field goal territory. Great coverage there by the Eagles. Buccaneers return it to about the 20, 21-yard line.
All right, no timeouts for Tampa, so. Keep them in bounds. Don't let them behind you.
Baker gonna throw it. Oh my gosh, almost batted away and picked by Jalen Carter. Instead, he swings it out to Irving. Minimal gain. Does get out of bounds, though. Baker throws down the number. Cade Otton. It'll be a 3rd and 1 now. Clock ticking. Buccaneers don't have a timeout left. Baker takes the snap. 4-man rush. Gets hit. 1-on-1. Jahad Campbell tackles Bucky Irving, but they're going to get Jalen Carter. Late hit on Baker. Personal foul. They're going to get a late hit on Jalen Carter. Roughing the passer. Carter also got fined last week for taunting. Got fined almost $60,000 week 1.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, a decent flop by Baker as Carter tried to just hit the ball. And then as he came through with that left hand after trying to get the pass break up, he kind of hit Baker in the right ear hole. That was Bucky Irving who got hurt. But shit, 15-yard penalty. The Bucs are nearly in field goal range here. Ball will be spotted at the 47.
I get it's a rule, like you can't hit the quarterback in the head at all, but such a soft, like, tapped him.
Baker. Nice hit by Cooper DeJean as he hit Sterling Shepard. 15 ticks left. That puts the ball at about the 47. Baker spikes it. Jalen Carter, as he usually does, tried to dive to catch that ball. That stops the clock at 8 seconds. Buccaneers have to target the sideline here. But you have to be careful to not give up an explosive down the middle of the field for a touchdown as well. So the Eagles probably going to play prevent here, play at the sticks. Buccaneers just want to get a couple yards here to get within more range for Chase McLaughlin. They'll go 2 high safeties, some confusion with some Eagles defenders, and so Nick Sirianni calls a timeout. Smart move.
Jordan Davis is going to get one of those. Jalen Carter is going to get one of those.
It's going to be electric.
One day.
Yeah.
He's going to get one. By the way, we're closing in here on 131,000 subscribers. Under 200 to go, baby.
Let's go. 158 away from 131,000 subscribers. If you're a diehard Eagles fan, we go live for every Eagles game. If you like what we're seeing, it's the best place to experience an Eagles game day outside of being at the actual game. But this is a very small part of what we do for our watch parties. A majority of it, Eagles talk shows every day. Interesting. Jahad Campbell is guarding the sideline. So too is Jeremiah Trotter Jr., and they're guarding the sideline right at the sticks. The Bucs spread it out with 5. Baker throws downfield, incomplete, stops the clock at 3 seconds, and this is going to be a really long field goal attempt for McLaughlin. Let's see if they even attempt it here.
I mean, this is going to
be,
oh my God,
65-yarder. McLaughlin's long as 57. He connected in warm-ups from 58. The Eagles do have a return man back. Tank
Eagles.
Bigsby is back there in the end zone. And this is exactly a 65-yarder. They're kicking it from the Tampa Bay 45.
Man.
Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is up. Wow, it's good. Ooh. Barely got over the crossbar. 65-yard kick. That is not Brandon Aubrey. That is Chase McLaughlin.
Wow.
And that cleared, oh my gosh, by maybe a yard or 2. A career long by 7 yards for McLaughlin. Eagles dominated that first half. 201 total yards to 99. Yards per play, 7.2 to 3.2. Time of possession, the Bucs did have the ball 15-44 to the Eagles 14-16. (24-6) at the break. Grade that Eagles first half. That's also our new poll question here. A, B, C, D, or F. Let us know. Let's give you some other scores across the NFL, and then I'm just going to use the bathroom really quickly. Let's see. Giants up 13-3 on the Chargers. 6-0 Houston over Tennessee at halftime. What a thriller. Atlanta, without Jaden Daniels, up 17-10 on Washington. That game in Atlanta. Buffalo up 14-10 on the Saints. Saints got drubbed last week on the road by Seattle, hanging tough in the first half against Buffalo. Detroit up 20-7 on the Browns. New England 28-6 leaders over Carolina. And then overseas earlier, across the pond, Pittsburgh holding on to beat Minnesota 24-21. Don't go anywhere. We're not taking a break. I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be right back. Chip, going to hang out with all of you, and then I'll come out of the bullpen to relieve him. And then by the time we do that, we'll be back for the third quarter.
All right. About as good of a first half as you could really ask for, man. Given what's happened with the Eagles in Tampa as of late. It's really as good as you can really ask for. All right, I'll make a special deal here while Chase is gone. A little halftime special on our Super Chat menu. Normally it's $20 for an Eagles Now football raffle ticket. Again, so you get a ticket, we'll spin a wheel, and whoever that wheel lands on will win our Eagles Now Week 4 football. It says Eagles at Bucks Week 4 MVP. We'll sign it, send that to you. Normally it's $20 for a ticket. I'll make a deal. $10 now gets you one ticket during halftime only. $20, I'll give you 5 tickets. Someone sends in a $50 super chat. I'll give you 20 raffle tickets, and I will do a beer bong for you as well. That's the halftime special right there. Hey, it's Manny, $10 super chat. So that'll get you a raffle ticket here during halftime. Let's get weird. Let's get a little weird here on this Sunday. First half looking good. Gotta keep it up. Hashtag go Eagles. Definitely gotta keep it up. Can't let your foot off the gas. You played a really good second half last week against the Rams after a bad first half. You don't want the same type of thing where you played a great first half, but then fall off in the second. Got to keep it going. We know Baker Mayfield's offense haven't been great so far today, but they're gonna keep it going, man. All day you can't count Baker Mayfield out, and that defense, they're gonna get aggressive trying to make plays. So, got to be disciplined. Got to stay into it. So, hey, it's Manny. Appreciate the 10. That'll get you a raffle ticket. And then Ollie, $50 super chat. Olling, the real one, checking in here during the half. Sending in the 50. Hey, so I said sending the 50, I would give you 20 raffle tickets, and I would do a beer bong for you. So we will get that on deck. Let me get this up for you, Olling. And multiple people can do this, not limited to just Olling. It's not just the first one to send 50. It's anybody who sends 50 during this halftime only. That's 20 raffle tickets. Boom. Ollie making it rain. $50 super chat. And look at that gear he's got in the profile picture. I always love it when Ollie sends in a super chat. I mean, he's got the flag. I think he's got 3 footballs above there. He's got the Kelly Green Hurts jersey. And, of course, that big Super Bowl champions flag as well. John Galt. Merrill's great. Merrill is great. Can he handle them shambongs like Chase? I'm skeptical. I don't know if he could at this point. Maybe back in his prime, though. You never know. Never know. All right, Olling with the 50. And then, Lori Papas. Rich Bishop. The back-to-back-to-back. $50 super chats. Olling, Lori, Rich, all going crazy right now. So that's 20 raffle tickets for all 3 of you. And I said I'd do a beer bong for every 50 that came in. So I will get to those here shortly. Lori Papas with a 50 making it rain. Keep the momentum going. We believe. Can't let up, Lori. Can't let up. Lori, always positive. Always a legend. So I'll give you 20 raffle tickets. And then Rich as well, $50. Making it rain as well for Rich with the 2-6 jersey there in the profile picture. Better late than never. Let's go, Bird Gang. Go, Birds! Rich, we love you. So let me give... I already gave Alling those 20 tickets. Let me give Lori... give you your 20 tickets here. And then Rich gets 20 as well. Okay, this deal only applies during halftime. Boom. Okay. Then we got a 10 from Cheryl. So, Cheryl, that'll get you a raffle ticket. Cheryl from Bucks County. Get that up for you, Cheryl. Then I got some beer bongs coming, of course. Cheryl's 10. Raffle got you in there. Chelsea Keeley flying with his arms with number 90 last game. Yeah. When Jordan Davis blocked it, Keeley Ringo was like running down the field, flying after the win. So, yeah, that was electric stuff from him. Gotta keep up that tackling though, Keeley. Gotta get that tackling better. Hey, it's Manny, $20. So that'll be 5 raffle tickets instead of the normal 1. Get that up for you, Manny. When is the raffle happening? Probably going to do it sometime in the 4th quarter. It's not going to be quite at the end of the game because we got to jet real quick after this game's over. But sometime in the 4th quarter, we're going to do that raffle. So make sure you got to be here to claim the prize. If you win and you're not here and we don't have your contact information, we can't contact you to send you the football. So got to be here. Probably sometime in the 4th quarter. Manny, I think you already got a raffle ticket earlier, right? Yep, and now this is 5 more. Boom, boom. Chug, yep, I got some drinks coming. Got to go grab those.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I'll go grab those right now. I technically got 3 to do. So I'll do this first one right away. Might go a little back-to-back action here. We'll see how I'm feeling here. Let me go grab a few drinks and a beer bong.
Shout out to Chip. I mean, he might just host the rest of the show. I mean, all those super chats coming in. I might just say, you know what? I'm retiring. I'm going to hand off the channel to Chip because I wasn't able to do that. Shout out Chip. Crushing it. And shout out to all of you for supporting the show. I saw some Venmos come in as well for the jersey race and jersey raffle. I'll give you shout outs for that. And then those super chats coming in. That gets us up to 552 in supers. Jalen Hurts hit halftime, by the way. 15 to 16, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, a passer rating of 140.1. Unbelievable. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be sloppy. But I had a big workout this morning for this High Rocks competition I'm competing in with my sister in November. All I had was a protein shake after that. So let me take down some food before the second half. Because we went crazy on Venmos and Super Chats, I have a beer that I'll shotgun here in a moment. Iron Arrow, thank you, man. Some people will, though. One of my biggest pet peeves in life is mouth noises, so hopefully I'm not making mouth noises here. DeMarco Polk, thanks for tuning in while you're at work, my man. Thomas, I got you on the Venmo. I'll give you shout-outs here on the Venmos coming up. How do you shotgun an empty can? Not empty. As you can see when I pierce the beer can with my pocket knife. And so this one will be for you. And I'll turn it down, upside down for you. All right, the Venmos. I'm just going to give a shout out to everybody who sent in Venmos. Lori Romeo, Thomas McCracken, Andrew Durstein, Thomas again, Lip Downs, Steven Stimler, Kelly Knock, Mike Maloney, Lori, and Purple Rose. Eagles do get the ball to start the third. Real field temperature still over 100 degrees. JB Warnock, Hunting Park in the hizzy. What up, brother? I didn't know that. Margaret P. Being triggered by noises is called misophonia. I suffer from it, and sometimes the most innocuous noise triggers it. Will Shipley going to take the kick past the 30. See, it's not like all noises, but it's like mouth noises. Like when people are like slapping their food, I'm just like, oh. All right. So the Eagles will take over this drive just past the 30. The hater out there, we had a Karen saying, how do you shotgun an empty beer can? So here you go, full beer. Gonna shotgun it here with all those super chats that came in. Eagles do start with Hurts under center. Saquon the lone tailback. Cam Latu in motion. And right away, Saquon Barkley bottled up for a loss of a couple yards. So the Eagles play behind the sticks to start this second half. Sirianni's point of emphasis to his team coming out of halftime is that the Eagles were in this type of situation last week against the Rams, but on the other side, when they were down. So the Eagles can't let up and let the Bucs back in this game. Ball back at the 29. Loss of 3. Dotson in motion from right to left. Hurts will throw it out of the gun. Shakes off a sack. Breaks a tackle. Can't break the second one, though. It's Vita Vea who gets to him. And it's going to be third and an eternity. Vita Vea able to just beat Landon Dickerson. I mean, Hurts had to try to extend the play. And it's hard to guard Vita Vea for that amount of time. But it's been no secret. Landon Dickerson has struggled to start the year. Ball back at the 20. It is 3rd and 22. You can expect the Eagles to just be safe here, and they are. They run it with A.J. Dillon, who gets 2 yards. So, not a good start for the Eagles to begin this third quarter. A great start for the Bucs and his momentum on their side. They connect on the 65-yarder to end the first half, and then they force a 3-and-out. Yeah, shotgun with all those super chats that came in. All right, so I'll shotgun after Brain Man punts this away because we'll have a little bit of a pause. Man does get the punt away. Jeez. It is boomed all the way to the 14. But it's going to be returned past the 30, past the 40, past midfield, all the way to the Eagles 40. This time, no flags, I don't think. Oh, there is a flag. I think the scoreboard on Fox is like malfunctioning. The clock is messed up. And they're not like signaling whenever there's a flag on the scoreboard. Oh, no foul on the play. So why did they throw a flag? That just never makes sense to me. Buccaneers have all the momentum right now. It's up to this Eagles defense to try to silence that. All right. Shotgun for those super chats that came in during halftime, and it included this one. No hose, Naruda. Nice. Go Birds, $10. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Thomas McCracken, yes. I told you about those two $20 Venmos that we got. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated there. And we're up to $554 in supers. The number to beat for the Brian Dawkins autographed jersey, $100. So if you send in a super chat over 100, that'll put you in the lead. All right. Shotgun.
Chug, 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 chug. Easy. I didn't forget about mine either.
The hater said the beer was empty.
All right. Who those 50s were Olling, Laurie, and Rich. So Chase got you one of those. I got you one right here. Let me put myself up bigger so you can actually see me. There we go. Rocking the Wild Cherry Happy Dad. Anyone out there drink Happy Dads? A little hard seltzer action. All right. Pour it in my Mirabonga. It's like I'm pouring it into the void right now. You can't even see it. The green screen. I'll turn that off. That's funny. Got the beer bong loaded up. Let's do it, baby. Shout out to y'all. And then Pablo with the 20. We'll get to that here in just a second.
Pablo.
Whoa.
Chip takes down the beer. I'm taking down some vitamins. We're doing it all here on the show. All right, Bucks start this first third quarter drive at the 40 after the big return. Mayfield under center. Bucks run it. Irving tries to get the corner. Just another great tackle by Cooper DeJean in space. Such a sure-handed tackler, which is important to do on both Rashad White and Bucky Irving because they're so physical in how they run. And so DeJean limits that to a 2-yard pickup. Aaron Leby at work too, my firefight crew. We see the game. That's awesome, Aaron Leby. Thank you for your service as a firefighter. Mayfield gonna throw. Pass is complete to Egbuka. It'll be 3rd and 3. Quinyon Mitchell on the tackle.
Type those threes, baby. Like Cool Reigns already is.
Type those threes. Bucks need to get to the 30. Ball spotted at the 33. So about 3.5 to go. Eagles with 4 up front. Trips left. Baker calls out Bond the blitzer. Bond does blitz. Baker throws quickly. Incomplete to inside. DeJean was there. Once again sticking the first-round pick, Emeka Egbuka. Baker waves off the special teams unit. Bucks are going to go here. If the Eagles get a stop here, what a stand this will be, considering the Bucks started this drive at the 40. Mayfield in the gun. Irving to his left. Play clock at 3. Baker takes the snap. Bond sent on the blitz. Baker evades, tries to get the corner, throws, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Keely Ringo holds up in coverage. And it looked like the Buccaneers had all the momentum. What a stand for Philadelphia. Jordan Davis chasing down Baker so that he couldn't run. Andrew Makuba with the little shoulder to the chest of Baker after the play. Eagles ball type LFG.
Let's go, baby.
That's big. And now the Eagles get some decent field position here. Ball at the 33.
20 from Pablo.
Pablo Domingo. Rich Bischoff. I see you in the chat typing that LFG. Good stuff. Let's go Eagles. Beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers butt. Yes, sir. You said it politely, but you said it perfectly. Beat the Buccaneers butts. And I'll say beat the Bucks asses. How about that? How about that, huh? All right, we are 72 subscribers away from 131K. Sub for Eagles dubs. And if you ain't subscribed, you ain't alive.
Can we get there right now? Can we get 72 people to hit that sub button? Right now, baby. Be rad. I'm out of the listening area. You guys are a lifesaver. You put on a good show.
We got you, man. This is what we do. We take pride in it, no doubt. I grew up in Westchester, Chester County. Been an Eagles fan since I was 4. Chip grew up in Bucks County. Both lifelong Eagles fans. To be able to do this for this type of audience, reaching this many people, having this much fun, talking Eagles every day, literally a dream come true. 5 years old, I said, I want to become a sports broadcaster and cover the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, to be able to do that professionally, man, it is incredible. So thanks for the support. 52 subscribers away from 131K. The authenticity and the excitement that you see, it's real, baby. Sub for Eagles dubs. Major League Baseball playoffs getting underway this week. That's going to be electric. Eagles have 11 pressures today, 1 sack, 6 points given up. Trying to stay as cool as possible on the sideline. Real feel over 100 degrees. After the turnover on downs, it's 24-6 Birds. Eagles take over at the 33.5. Hurts keeps it. He's going to try to get the edge. He slides down after a gain of 7 or 8. Just a little read option there. Elected to keep it and not give it to Saquon. Positive play.
Man, it's an ACL.
Nick Sirianni talking a little smack to Baker Mayfield. What'd you say?
It's an ACL for Neighbors.
No way. Torn?
Yeah.
Official?
Rappaport says believed to have torn his ACL.
Oh, my gosh. That's brutal. I mean, Malik Neighbors is such a special player. Jackson Dart gets the start. You want to see him grow that continuity with Malik Neighbors, who, when healthy, top 5 wideout in the game. And it's a torn ACL. See, this is what I don't understand. If I'm an NFL owner, there is no way I would let my team have a turf surface. And that game is being played at MetLife Stadium.
Joe also got carted off the field in that game.
Now, I want to see what happened here.
He was like going up to catch a deep ball.
Oh, just put his foot in the ground.
Yeah.
Leaped up.
Kind of not how you normally see that kind of injury.
But that's like the bounce of the turf and no give when you plant and try to go up.
Yeah.
It's just so brutal.
Just gave out. Yeah, prayers up from Rain C. Rich Bischoff typing those PHIs. Why'd the game stop?
There was an injury for the Bucs.
Yeah, Buccaneers injury. Asta the GOAT, Aaron Levy, Mike O'Neill. Eli Miller, D1 Random. Get those PHIs in the chat. Goop the Goop, what a name. James Thompson, Josh Jr., TTB. Corbin Carpenter. Kenneth Hicks. Emily M. sent a super chat earlier. Wayne Yu grew up in Lehigh County. Been a Packers fan for over 50 years still. I always want the Birds to do great stuff. Look at that. Always welcome here. No doubt.
All right. Back after that Bucs injury. I think it was just a cramp. A.J. Brown in motion from right to left. Eagles with the ball at the 40. A deep drop for Hurts. He loads up, throws downfield. Incomplete for A.J. Brown. Had a half step on the defender, but Hurts threw it out of bounds. Also got to give Hurts credit. He's been really good against the blitz, and him and Sirianni 1-4 against Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles blitzes a lot. They have a top 5 blitz rate this year. But whether it's running, whether it's getting rid of the ball quickly, Hurts has done a really sound job against pressure looks today. It's now 3rd and 3. How about this, too, if the Eagles do run it here and get close? They haven't run the tush-push yet. Hurts will throw it here. Free runner. Throws behind Shipley. Incomplete. Got to punt this away. Up 24-6. I get being aggressive. But with 10-11 left in the third, you got to punt it. Now, if Shipley even caught that ball, he's probably getting smacked by, I believe, Jamel Dean, who was there. No opportunity really for Braden Mann to out-punt and out-kick the coverage here. That happened last time. Can he pin the Bucs back? This one's short. It bounces out of bounds at about the 21-22 yard line. Quinyon Mitchell, by the way, I mentioned in the first half he was playing like a first-team All-Pro. 4 targets, 1 catch, 1 yard, 3 PBUs. 0.47 seconds in tight coverage per snap. So the officials marked the ball at the 23 after Mann's punt bounced out of bounds. Pistol formation. Baker fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws downfield. Touchdown. Emeka Egbuka got behind the defense. Two Eagles defenders tried to bat the ball away, and there was nobody else there after Baker fit the ball in between those two Eagles defenders, and Egbuka able to just literally walk in for the touchdown. And this game has taken a turn.
I mean, what are we doing?
And let's see. It was Blankenship who tried to bat it. Makuba whiffed on the ball as well. And then from there, bye-bye. That ball should have been picked, honestly, by Makuba if he got his head around. He late whiffed on it. Touchdown Bucks. McLaughlin out for the extra point. Point after. It's good. 24-13. Eagles offense better pick it the F up. 77-yard touchdown. And Baker fit that in the tiniest of windows there. And Vic Fangio put his head down. He's like, are you kidding me? I mean, the Eagles had that defended pretty well. They just misplayed it. Buccaneers score, type FTB. Uh-oh. Are we seeing the inverse of what happened last week? I hope not.
Oh, man. It's not what you want, those one-play touchdowns.
Eagles have won every game so far by one score. I mean, it would be on brand for them to just play another close game. Oh, did Alling just send in that 50, or was that during halftime?
Alling sent one in during halftime.
Okay, cool. All right. Just got the stream to 100,000 views. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here with us. We certainly appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, do so right now. A lot of Venmos have come in. Romeo sent in another 50. My man.
Goop the goop.
What'd you say?
Goop the goop in the chat is just spamming those FTBs, man. Look. Oh.
Goop the goop.
That's not what you want to see.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, I'll tweet this play out. I mean, I'm taking another look. Nothing was really there for Baker. He just launched it up.
She got a 5 from Corbin Carpenter. Shout out to Corbin. I've seen Corbin in the chat today throughout the day. Appreciate the 5. We're up to $580 in Super Chats. I think we can get to 1K today. Now, Stacy, F Tampa Bay.
Stacy, I see you. I mean, the Eagles only up by 11 now after that 77-yard touchdown. Second longest by a rookie in team history.
Yeah, man. I mean, you said Makuba was like right there.
Yeah, if Makuba turns around a half second earlier, I mean, he honestly may have picked that pass off. Shipley makes a man miss. He's past the 30. Good return for Shipley to about the 40-yard line. Oh, that's brutal. Jeez. Honestly, if Makuba plays that a half second earlier, he catch it literally like this. But as he turned around, like right here, the ball went right by his ear, and then he tried to swipe at it. But it's up to the Eagles offense to do something now. First two drives of the second half, they've been horrendous. Hurts out of the pistol. Fakes the handoff, throws to the outside, incomplete for Calcaterra.
You got the ball at the 40 here. You got to make something happen.
Michael Penix just threw a touchdown to Kyle Pitts. Falcons up 24-13. Second and 10. Hurts in the gun. He's going to keep it. Tries to get the edge.
Whoa!
And there's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Hurts slid late, took a hit up top. Slow to get up. And they're gonna make Hurts go to the sideline for concussion protocol. I'm telling you right now. Now Tanner McKee is the backup. And there's no flag.
He did slide late, but I feel like a lot of quarterbacks get that call still. He also didn't hit him in the head.
Is Hurts going to stay on the field? Third and 8, big play in this game. Bucks show some blitz. They send 4. Hurts has a clean pocket, nowhere to go, sacked. Vita Vea again.
Oh.
This is getting dicey. McCollum had A.J. Brown locked up. Devontae Smith guarded. And then because Hurts was back there for forever, pass protection just can't hold up that long. You're asking Landon Dickerson to be one-on-one with Vita Vea for like 7 seconds. It's impossible. It's too strong. Man, another great punt. Taken at the 4. Run out of bounds at the 16. Did he step out of bounds?
Thought he might have.
Did Johnson step out of bounds? I want another look at that. And this is what I worry about here. Stamina is so important in this game with the real feel over 100 degrees. This defense has been on the field a lot. I mean, the Eagles are up 24-6 in the first half, but the Bucks won time of possession. And to start this third, they've been on the field a lot. Buccaneers are used to this. They train in over 100-degree heat. Eagles are not. You're still up 11, but things are getting interesting and dicey. Mayfield under center. Bucks run it up the middle. Irving. Gain of about 4. And what's a double negative, Eagles have minus 9 yards on their first 3 drives to start the second half. They're not burning any clock at all. Ball at the 21.5. Baker in the pistol. Hands it off. Irving. Oh, ball is out! Ball is out! Eagles have it! Eagles have it! Ball out! Ball out! Ball out! Ball out! Ball out! Ball out!
Oh.
His wrist may have been down. The wrist doesn't put the runner down.
I don't think his knee's down.
Is the shin or knee down? There's going to have to be clear evidence
I don't think
I don't think he's down.
That's not
that
down.
ball is out. His knee or shin is not down. And as of right now, we have not seen an angle that shows that he's down. Jahad Campbell came in, punched at it. I don't think that you can reverse this now. Last night we saw what happened between Penn State and Oregon. There was not clear and conclusive evidence that the Oregon running back's knee was down. They said he grazed the top of the grass. There was no clear angle, but that was overturned. And that play could have changed the game. Here, I don't see, if you call it fumble, how you overturn this. There is no angle that shows that the knee or the shin is down definitively.
Oh.
The angle that we're seeing now, he's got black socks on a black shadow. How do you prove definitively that he is down? I don't think that you can. But who the hell knows? Rolling on the field stands! Ball out! Ball out! Ball out! Ball out! Fumble! Eagles recover! Huge play in this football game. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Everybody type ball out in the comment section. Give me those LFGs. Can this offense take advantage? Saquon gets the carry. Gain of 1.5.
Vince Sanders!
Vince Sanders!
Are you kidding me? $50 super chat. We'll celebrate that in just a moment here, Vince.
Another give. Saquon to the 20. 3rd and 5. A big 3rd and 5. 7 could put the game away. 3 keeps the Bucs in it, and it's a win for them. Saquon, 10 carries for 20 yards. A.J. Brown in motion from left to right. Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson near side. Goddard Brown to the right. Buck show blitz. Saquon in the backfield with Hurts. Hurts flush to his left. He's going to try to take off and run. Ooh. He has the first down. He fumbled toward the end of it, but they're going to give him the first down. He moves the chains. Ball slipped out about a half-yard short. But obviously with where the ball went out of bounds, that can change the spot. Will Todd Bowles challenge here? He's going to keep his challenge in his pocket. Saquon, a carry up the middle. That's a gain of 3. You do feel like Saquon is very close to breaking one. Hassan Reddick questionable to come back with the stinger. He's had a solid game and has been pretty active. Under 5 to play in this third. Eagles 10 for 10 in the red zone this season. 2 of 2 today. 100% red zone touchdown conversion rate. A.J. Dillon in motion behind Hurts. Hurts going to keep it. Quarterback draw. slides down. He's about a yard short of the first down marker. Again, the Eagles have not run tush-push today, but the Bucs have been really the only team who's been able to stop it consistently. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Type those threes.
Tush-push it, man.
Timeout on the field. There's a Buccaneers player down. It's Smith.
Are you calling the tush push here, Chase? Or are you staying away?
I'm going back-to-back tush pushes.
Back-to-back tush push?
The chances that they stop you on back-to-back plays is very rare. And I'm not trying to run it with Saquon, especially out of the gun, because the Bucs are so good along the interior, especially with a guy like Vita Vea, that they can just penetrate that very quickly.
Oh, my God. The Giants, man.
Giants. Drew Phillips, a pick.
Yeah, beating up on the Chargers a little bit here.
Hurts relays the play to the Eagles huddle. The Eagles will go tush-push here. Hurts, handoff to Saquon. He gets to the perimeter, and he walks in untouched. Not a defender within 5 yards. Touchdown, Eagles. I told you he was close to breaking one. And I told you that the Buccaneers defend the tush-push well. So what do the Eagles do? Trickery off the tush-push. Saquon. Easy score. Touchdown, Eagles. Let's fucking go. That's why you can't ban the play, because you can do things creatively off the play. Extra point good. 31-13. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. I see Mab is in the chat. Hurts can't throw. Well, in the first half against one of the best defenses in the NFL, I know you're a casual and you weren't actually watching the game. He was 15 of 16 with 2 passing touchdowns. So, just letting you know. Let's go. Show us the TDs. Maggie McGill, where are you at? Foxtrot. Bring back C.J. Gardner-Johnson right now. Vince Sanders.
Oh.
Birds win. Birds win. Go Birds from Vince. He makes it rain. You send in 50 or more, you can make it rain as well. Kathy Michael, Karen the hater, says eat the clock. Yeah, what up, Karen? Trying to say my shotgun wasn't legit. Somebody sends in another 100. I'll shotgun again for Karen. Another flag on the return for Tampa Bay. Sun Eater! In that formation, we have multiple options. We can run it, pass it, even use trickery. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, there's so much they could do out of it, and I like that they don't do it too often, so that they're never expecting it. But
Yep.
you break it out every here and there, man. Works to perfection. Holding the Bucks. It's gonna back him up to the 14.
Baker, pistol, throws, down the middle of the field, incomplete for Chris Godwin. No flags. Godwin wanted a flag.
Oh.
Oh, my gosh. That's a bad missed call.
Now, Godwin wasn't really looking for the ball. I think if he went for the ball, he might have got that call. But he kind of just like gave up after he thought he got held.
Baker takes the shotgun snap. Quick throw into the flat. He has White. Nice hit by Keely Ringo at the end of the play. Bucks do pick up the first down. That is Saquon's third rushing touchdown of the year. He had the one against Kansas City. This one. Did he have one against Dallas?
Yes, I think he did.
I feel like he did, right? Somebody help us out there. Bucks gonna run it. White left side. Bottled up after a pickup of 3.5. I tweeted out the tush push trickaroo. Let me throw that link in the chat here in a moment.
Yeah. People are confirming.
Okay.
Thought he did.
So third rushing touchdown of the year. 3 in 3 games. I mean, the yardage has been down, but he's looked fine. All right, 2nd and 6. Baker takes a shotgun snap. Looks left. Moved off his spot. Steps up in the pocket. Throws downfield. Oh, boy. Bucky Irving, touchdown. You got to be kidding me. "77-yarder to Igbuka and a 72-yarder there." I think Jahad Campbell was in coverage. This is how you let the opposition back in the game. When you give up explosive plays in little time. And Campbell got beat, then missed the tackle.
Oh, my God.
Extra point away from it being 31-20. Extra point is good.
You just cannot give up explosive plays like this, man.
This is what the Bucks do. This is what the Bucks do too. You know, I had said it. They haven't really played well for an entire 60, but Baker has been so clutch late in games. And I mean, what a job by him to extend this play. Then he sees Irving one-on-one with a linebacker, throws a perfect ball. Campbell gets beat, then misses the tackle. 72-yarder. Oh, man.
Nick's not happy. Man, I mean, right when you think you pulled away a little bit, I mean, boom.
In the NFL, games are never over. Another big offensive drive coming up for the Eagles. I mean, there's still a quarter and 2 minutes left. Bigsby takes it at the 4. Takes it to the 35. Tough return there.
Not even the fourth quarter yet, man. Gotta eat up some clock.
Yeah, that's important. 77-yarder and a 72-yarder given up in the second half. That's how you let a team back in it when you're up 31-13. 2:06 to go here in this third quarter. Eagles being tested here. Saquon gets the carry. Uh-oh. He got wrapped up and twisted awkwardly. He's slow to get up. He's going to stay in the game. He said he's okay, but that was scary. Fred Johnson is in at right tackle for Lane Johnson now. Eagles run it with Saquon again. A late flag comes in. Did Saquon get gripped at the face mask? Lane is flexing his left arm right now.
That's, wow.
Automatic first down for the Eagles. Legal use of the hands to the face on Tyler Steen. It was Yaya Diaby on Steen.
That's as textbook as it gets. Take the first down, but
minute to play in the third and counting. First down for the Eagles, ball at the 42. Pistol formation, loaded box for the Bucs. A.J. Dillon gets the carry. He fights for 3. The next play, most likely, if the Eagles run it, will be the final play of this third. Play clock at 3, game clock at 11. Play action for Hurts. Wants to load up, take a shot downfield, out of bounds, intended for A.J. Brown. 3 seconds left in the third. Didn't give him a chance, and then the safety came over late. You can tell A.J. Brown is getting frustrated.
Connection hasn't been there today.
Again, Fred Johnson in there at right tackle. Look out for the Bucs to maybe put some pressure on that side. Dallas Goedert is flanking him. So a smart design. Play clock at 2. Oh my gosh. It's a fumble. And there's a flag. I think it's a delay of game. I think they threw the flag for delay of game before the snap got off. Oh, even worse, it's an illegal shift, and now it's a 4th down. Eagles are imploding. Multiple guys moving at the snap because Cam Jurgens was trying to get the snap off, and then it was a bad snap. Over the head of Hurts.
Brutal.
Well, going to the 4th. Type those 4s.
Come on, man. Still up 11, even if it's not feeling great.
An 11-point lead for the Eagles going into the final quarter, but it is not trending in a good direction.
Type those 4s. Come on.
All right. While we've got you, 4,100 people watching, subscribe to the channel for the best Eagles coverage every day year-round, but also the best deals. This Eagles Kelly Green hoodie, old school logo on the front, Nike hoodie, was $85, but if you use our link, you can get $22 off. We're always looking to hook it up for all of you. $22 off, chatsports.com/Kelly Hoodie. That link in the chat. It's also in the description of today's Philadelphia Eagles Now. Chatsports.com/Kelly Hoodie. Use that link. You get $22 off. The hoodie there to my right was $85. You use our link, you can get it for $63. Fall's coming. Get geared up and prepared. Lane Johnson, questionable to return with a shoulder injury. Saquon Barkley walking around behind the Eagles bench. And now it's up to this Eagles defense to try to hold up, although you can tell they're getting fatigued. They've given up 77 and 72-yard touchdowns in the second half alone, just in the third quarter. All right, let's do, here, show the Super Chat menu. Let's do last call for our Eagles Now football raffle. And then we'll do last call for the raffle to win an Eagles jersey. And we'll show you our Super Chat menu. You send in a $20 Super Chat, you get one ticket to win our Eagles Now football. Anybody today who has sent in a Super Chat of 20 or more, you've gotten a raffle ticket to win this football. And then our Venmo jersey raffle. We're going to send the winner a Philadelphia Eagles jersey of your choice if you send me a Venmo. As Braden Mann gets the punt away to start the fourth. One moment here. It's taken at the 25. And a good tackle by Will Shipley at the 31. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do our duck race, but we're going to give away a jersey with that duck race instead of doing the 50-50. And so last call for this as well. Send me a $10 Venmo. You get one ticket to potentially win the jersey. $20 Venmo, you get 3 tickets. $50, you get 10. And if somebody sends in a $100 Venmo, a single solo $100 Venmo, you get 15 tickets to win that jersey and an Eagles Now hat. My username, @Chase_Senior. We've got a bunch of these in, different tiers as well with different tickets. Last call for the Venmo jersey raffle. We'll give that away before the end of this game. 46-yard punt by Braden Mann. Cameron Johnson returned it for 7 yards. Tackle made by Will Shipley. Baker Mayfield, he's going to throw. Pass is caught by Godwin. He picks up about 8.5, close to 9 yards. There is a flag. Baker says it's on the Eagles. Jalen Carter says it's on the Bucs. Roughing the passer on the Eagles.
I just can't hit him in the neck, man.
Josh Uche. He tried to bat the ball down and then hit Baker in the shoulder pad, neck. This is not trending in a good direction, obviously. Buccaneers already in Eagles territory, ball at the 46. Reverse. Block set up. Great tackle. I think that was Reed Blankenship who came screaming in. It was Johnson on the end around. Tez Johnson. It was Keely Ringo who came in there. He was running fast. Could barely see him, like a bullet. The number to beat for the Brian Dawkins autographed jersey, by the way, $100. If anybody beats that with the Super Chat, you'll be the leader in the clubhouse. 2nd and 6 for the Bucs. Ball at the 41.5. Bunch formation for Tampa Bay. Eagles load the box. They blitz Baker. Protection holds up. Patrick Johnson. Good defense. Then they throw a flag probably 3 seconds after the ball was ruled incomplete.
Thought he played that clean.
Thought he played that well. I mean, he wrapped the shoulder. If you put it in slow motion, spot foul. But it's one of those penalties where the flag was thrown well after the play was decided. Johnson started to celebrate. He looked around for a flag. Nobody had thrown it up until that point, and then they throw the flag. Bang, bang play. Downs reset. Ball at the 38 for Tampa Bay. Bucks run it. Irving, first down. Gain of 12. Flag.
I think that's on the Bucks.
I think it's going to be on the number 2 tight end.
Thank you.
Yep. Durham, the wham block on Moro Ajomo, called for the penalty.
Yeah, I mean, he makes a tackle if he's
Yeah.
not held. So.
Yeah, I mean, Ajomo got tackled. 4,100 people watching live. We're past 131,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting the show. We go live for every single Eagles game, but we also do Eagles shows every day. News, analysis, rumors, reactions, informative, insightful content that's also entertaining. Baker takes a shotgun snap from the 48, throws deep, incomplete. Andrew Makuba with a diving attempt at the ball, but it falls incomplete. And so it'll be 2nd and 20 from the Eagles' 48. Lions, Browns, by the way, Khalif Raymond with a long punt return. 27-10, Lions over Cleveland.
They're never calling that. Don't show that.
He's not getting to that ball, Kevin Burkhardt. 2nd and 20. Two deep safeties back for the Eagles. Baker will throw it. A quick throw down the number. Pass is caught at the 41. It's going to be 3rd and long. Let's call it a 3rd and 12. Type those threes. If you're not at the game, make some noise in the chat.
Let's go.
Huge down. Even if the Bucks connect on a field goal here, it'll make it a touchdown game. But can the Eagles get a stop? Real field temperature, 103 at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Trips left. One receiver to the right. Baker pumps. Baker throws. Incomplete. Huge. Because now this is going to be a pretty long field goal for Chase McLaughlin, who, in case you're just joining us, right before the half, he connected from 65 yards. His longest kick of his career by 8 or 9 yards. It's the longest kick in the history of the NFL outdoors. And so this one is going to be from 58 in the right hash. He's due for a miss, right?
Miss it!
He connected from 65. Can he miss from 58? Nope, he connects.
Wow.
A line drive kick. And just like that, we have a one-score game. Eagles only up by 8 with 12:16 left. This is where the Eagles have to play to win. Have to be aggressive still. All right, I'm going to use the bathroom. I will be right back. We're at 648 in Super Chats right now. If by the time I return we're over 700, I'll take down a Shambong.
All right, man. You got to get something going here. I talked about it at halftime. I said you can't have this situation where you're not playing 2 good halves of football. And just a couple big plays is all it takes, man. A couple big plays is all it takes. Now you're only up by 8 with still 12 minutes to go. Hopefully Saquon's good enough to get back out there. We know Lane Johnson dealing with a shoulder injury. Tyler Steen was dealing with an injury. You had a bad snap from Cam Jurgens. You really haven't gotten the ball much to A.J. Brown today. Devontae Smith hasn't done a whole lot either. So, man. Corbin Carpenter, this is where Jalen Hurts thrives. Look, he's been very clutch. He's been very, very clutch. But this is where you need, like, some of the receivers to get open. Can you find A.J. Brown at some point on this drive? Can you find Devontae Smith at some point on this drive? I mean, you were up in this game by multiple scores, 24-6 at the half, and you've been outscored. Now what, 7-17? 17-7 in the second half? And all it takes, again, is those couple of big plays for Tampa, man. Both rookies. Andrew Makuba just late on the play, downfield, and to Igbuka, and then Jod Campbell in the scramble drill couldn't stay with Bucky Irving. So now with 12 minutes left, you cannot go 3 and out here. Absolutely cannot happen.
Eagles have 21 yards in the second half.
I mean, I literally said it at halftime. You could not have, like, a reverse of the Rams game.
Oh, boy. Eagles let the kick drop at the 1. It's now taken back by Tank Bigsby. Luckily, he gets past the 20. Nearly broke it for a little bit longer. But disaster averted right there. It was tight. Baker has had 2 game-winning drives the first 2 weeks and then a game-winning 36-yard field goal as time expired. And now the Bucs rallying all the way back from down 31-13 to make it 31-23. Eagles start this drive at the 23. Hurts going to throw it. Outside for A.J. Brown, incomplete. And again, you want to be aggressive, but stops the clock at 12:08.
Come on, man.
Stacked receivers to the left. Dots it in motion. He joins A.J. Brown near side. Hurts.
Jeez.
Nearly picked. Try to go to A.J. Brown again. 3rd and 10. Two defenders right there on A.J. I know you're trying to get him the ball, but dumb throw. Lane Johnson stays out. I believe Hurts is 0 for 6 in the second half. 2 receivers to the right. A.J. Brown to the left. Bucs show blitz. They only send 3. That's got to be PI. A 3 and out for the Eagles. 12 minutes remaining. There's no doubt the DB got there early. This is a disaster. Low line drive, taken at the 26, past the 30, field reversed, tackle made, but Bucs will take over at the 48.
Who saved that touchdown?
Who made that touchdown saving tackle? Mac McWilliams.
I mean, you just threw 3 straight passes on 3 very similar routes.
Didn't burn any clock. So this game was reeling, right? And then Jahad Campbell forces that fumble. Then the Eagles go tush-push trickery. They go up 31-13 with under 4 minutes to play in the third. But nothing has been able to stop the Bucs' momentum really since the 65-yarder from McLaughlin at the end of the half.
Man, do you want to do a raffle?
Let's raffle away the Eagles Now football.
Cool.
We'll give away the Eagles Now football now, and then we'll do the jerseys or the jersey after that. Jalen Carter, shoulder, questionable to return. Hurts was 15 of 16 in the first half, now 0 of 7 in the second half.
All right, at least someone's going to come away with this football here. Those $20 or more super chats, we got 93 entries right now. And let's see who walks away here with this Eagles-Bucs Week 4 football. And hopefully it's commemorating a win here.
Yeah. All right, let's give it away.
It's going to be...
Who wins it? It's going to be it's Manny. It's Manny. Are you here? If it's not it's Manny, Potion was next up. So it's Manny. I'm going to put my email down below. chase@chatsports.com. Shoot me an email to claim your prize. If it's not you, it'll go to Potion.
Manny, are you still here? Hope so.
All right, Bucs have it at the 47 of Philadelphia. They're going to run it. Bucky Irving picks up 4. Jalen Carter has his helmet on, but he's questionable to return with a shoulder injury. He's really been battling that since camp. It's Manny. If you hear us, email's right there to claim this Eagles Now football. Shoot me an email. If not, we'll get it sent to Potion. Eagles need a giveaway badly. They blitz Baker. Protection holds up. That's incomplete. Chris Godwin did not get 2 feet down. And so it'll be 3rd and 5. And every play in this game is huge, but obviously this one as well.
Huge 3rd down. Everybody in the chat got to type those 3s right now. Easily out of bounds, yeah.
Come on, get a stop. Generate a turnover. Can the Eagles do something here?
Come on.
To stop this unrelenting Bucs team. Can you try to quell their momentum at all? Baker in the shotgun. Eagles blitz. Pass. Flag. It's incomplete. Sterling Shepard, the intended target. He got wrapped around.
I mean, why you grab it?
Ringo grabbed his jersey.
And then Campbell hit him.
And then Campbell on the crosser ran into him. Zadarius Smith got a hit on Baker. First down, Bucks. Eagles aren't winning this game. I don't think the Eagles are winning this game. A fucking disaster. 7 penalties, 78 yards on the Eagles. Ball at the 37. Wildcat. Irving. Gain of 6. Right up the middle. They give him 7. 2nd and 3.
They went wildcat. Wow.
Ball at the 30. 2nd and 3. Baker under center. Heavy formation. Baker going to audible. He's done that all day. Top 10 quarterback the last 2 years. Bucks run it up the gut. Irving, first down. Now, the Eagles of note are up by 8, so the Bucks do need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Jalen Carter is going to come back on the field.
It's good. Someone make a play.
Somebody's got to make a play. Ball at the 23.5. White the tailback. Another Baker audible. Play clock at 3. At 2. Gets the snap off. Bucks run it. White tries to get the edge. Eagles defend that well. Limited to a 1-yard gain. Second and 9. Maybe we need a $50 super chat for the good vibes to do a shambong.
Something.
Or a shotgun. We need to reverse this downward spiral. Baker in the gun. Takes the snap from the 22. Throws into the end zone. Batted away by Quinyon Mitchell. He has 4 pass breakups in this game. He has been so damn good today. One-on-one, Emeka Ibuka. He's traveling with the top wideouts. He did that last week with Devontae Adams.
Play.
And there, great ball skills, good ball awareness. Third and 9. Type those threes.
Let's go.
Type stop. Type those threes. Can the Eagles get off the field? How about a pick 6? Baker. Play clock at 0. They just get the snap off over the middle, wide open. First down to the 11. Chris Godwin. Bucks move the chains. I'll tell you this too, with how much smack the Eagles were talking to Baker early in this game, if the Bucks come back to win, he will have something to say after the game. Approaching 8 to go. First and 10. Bucks in the red zone. Ball at the 11. Baker in the gun. Puts Ibuka in motion. Looks left. Pressured. Steps up. Pump fakes. Running around. Then throws downfield. Oh! It's intercepted! Intercepted by Jahad Campbell! There's a flag.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Jalen Carter's hurt. Ineligible player downfield, penalty decline. Eagles get a red zone pick. Woo! Are you kidding me? Jahad Campbell with the end zone pick. I don't know where Baker was throwing that ball. The Eagles are now up in the turnover battle 2-0. You know what happened? Reed Blankenship tipped the ball. Reed Blankenship tipped the ball upon looking at the replay. And I still don't think it would have gotten to his intended target, but it definitely made the ball flutter a little bit. And then Campbell picks off Baker in the end zone.
Come on!
Type those INTs. Come on! Close the game out! 7:48 to go. Eat clock, get a score, head back to Philly with the dub. I formation for the Eagles. Hurts under center. Saquon stopped for a loss of 2. Can't run the ball. You want to start tallying these?
Oh, yeah, I got you. Starting with Purple Rose.
Yeah. 2nd and 12. You just can't rely on your defense to hold up for so damn long. Offense needs to do something. And the Eagles run it up the middle with Saquon. He picks up 9. It'll be 3rd and short. I'm going play action off the read option. Roll Hurts to his right. Layer some routes to that right side. He can run it or he can throw it. Get him on the move. Clear up his vision a little bit. Get some playmakers out in space. Huge play. 6.5 to go. Eagles need to get to the 30. It's a long 2. Hurts in the gun. Loaded box for the Bucs. Play clock at 1. Hurts gets the snap off. Throws incomplete. Not even close to A.J. Brown. Free runner off the edge. Eagles had nobody there to block him up. Saquon took the inside guy. Eagles have to punt. Now the defense has to do it again.
Do nothing with the pick, man.
Cameron Johnson has 140 return yards today. Brain Man needs a good punt here. And he can't out-punt the coverage. He's done that a couple times today. It's a bouncer. It's fielded at the 20. Great tackle by Sidney Brown. Phenomenal tackle by Sidney Brown in open space. Johnson gets taken down. Inside the 25. Eagles defense is going to have to do it again. And this is an Eagles defense that is tired, worn down, fatigued. Real field temperature has been over 100 degrees all throughout this game. This is also a Buccaneers team, literally in every game this year. Baker Mayfield has had a game-winning drive. He's got an opportunity to tie it here. 31-23. 6:07 to go. Ball at the 22. Baker, play action off the pistol. Steps up. Room to run. Gets 5. Goes out of bounds. Clock stops at 6 minutes. Oh. They're going to keep the clock going. Five and a half to play.
It's good.
2nd and 4. Baker in the gun. Calls for the snap. Bucks run it. And it's going to be about a 3rd and a yard here after the carry goes to Bucky Irving. Tackle made by Byron Young. Given where the Bucks are on the field, I'd be surprised if it's 4-down territory. We'll see if the Eagles can get a stop here. Bucks in no rush. Plenty of tick left. Baker under center. Lone tailback. Igbuka in motion. End around goes to him. Wow, what a tackle made by Zach Bond! Closes the gap in a hurry. Stops him for a loss. I can't believe Bond took him down for a loss. What a great pursuit by the All-Pro from last year. And he lit him up. Igbuka had a 5-yard start. Bucks are going to go. Eagles get to stop here and kick a field goal. They go up by 2 scores. Ball's at the 31. Baker under center. Puts a man in motion. Bucks run it. Up the gut. First down. Needed a yard. Got 2. What a risky call, because the Bucks did have all 3 of their timeouts left, but they convert. Cooper DeJean with a really good tackle, but not before Rachaad White went left for a gain of 2. Ball at the 33, 3:30 to play. Baker in the gun. Looks left. Swings it out. Irving makes 2 men miss.
Jeez,
First down along the sideline. Sizable pickup.
It's too much on that play.
Patrick Johnson blocked up by Cade Otton. And then, what do you know? Keely Ringo. Another bad tackle. Shaken out of his cleats. 1st and 10 for the Bucks. Ball at the 49. Baker under center. Tight end in motion. Bucks run it up the middle. Tackle made by Zadarius Smith. Gain of 3 or 4. Ball at the 45 of the Eagles. 2nd and 6. Baker will throw it. Down the middle off the hands of Cade Otton. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Wow. Type those threes, man.
Jalen Carter nearly got his hands on the football there.
Huge. Huge.
Type those threes. 5,300 people watching. If you ain't subscribed, you ain't alive. We're live for every Eagles game, and we give you Eagles talk shows every day, year round. Eagles fake the blitz. They nearly get to Baker. He escapes. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. Baker able to turn garbage into gold. Keeps the chains moving. More relentless effort from him. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Zadarius Smith nearly got to him. So too did Moro Ajomo. Zach Bond couldn't wrap him up. They run a play before the 2-minute warning. Baker fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, flag thrown, false start. That'll back him up 5 yards.
All right.
And that's a 2-minute warning. Let's give away our jersey here. We'll give away our Eagles jersey.
Let's do it.
Let's see who gets the win. We'll erase those ducks. The most exciting 60 seconds on YouTube.
A lot of names in here, as you can clearly see.
Romeo leading the way. Bucks have the ball at the 43.5. They'll run it. Irving trying to break tackles. Hit stick at the 40, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Fox is very confused.
Unreal. What are they doing?
Purple Rose trying to take the lead here. Lori Papas in the running as well, under 20 seconds. Romeo, he's leading the way. Is Romeo going to hold on? 10 seconds to go. Who wins the Eagles jersey?
Uh-oh!
We have a bunch of ducks making a push for it, and it's Romeo. Romeo, I'm going to message you on Venmo to see which jersey you want. Thanks to everybody who sent in those Venmos. We do appreciate that. Monana!
Oh!
$100 super chat. The number to beat for the Brian Dawkins autographed jersey is 100. Last call. We have to sign off right after this game. So whoever beats $100 right now, that jersey is yours. Mo na 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 na. Haven't done that isn't yet today. We need a fumble or an interception. See, the Eagles are up in the turnover battle 2-0. They are up in the turnover battle 2-0. Yet they are clinging trying to win this game. Brian Dawkins' autographed jersey goes to whoever beats $100 in super chats. Last call. And Mo, with that $100 super chat, beer cheers, man.
Mo! Got us up over $800 in the day.
Cheers.
Did we ever see It's Manny back in the chat? I don't think we did.
No. Let's see if he sent me an email.
Manny actually sent in, I think Manny sent in a super chat asking me when the raffle is happening, and I told Manny.
Oh! Romeo! A $400 super chat. He makes it rain. Let's go. Woo. All right, here we go. 2nd and 12. 1:56 to play.
I see Manny, by the way, in the chat.
Okay, send me an email. Chase@chatsports.com. You see it down below. Eagles blitz Baker. And they sack him! Down he goes at the 50! Baker lit up! Moro Ajomo, Jalen Carter claps the pocket. Now it becomes 3rd and forever. Majomo able to stick Baker right in his chest. A huge loss for the Bucs offense and a huge play for the Eagles defense. 3rd and 23, finish the game.
Yeah, here's Manny sending in the 2, letting us know he's here.
Manny, send me an email, man. I'll send you this Eagles Now football. You won it with our raffle. Chase@chatsports.com.
Whew, come on.
3rd and 23. Type those threes. 2 downs, get 2 stops. Perry Nickerson in the game on Igbuka. Uh-oh. Baker takes a shotgun snap. Eagles send 4. He checks it down. Got to make a good tackle. Nickerson trips him up. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 10, 4th and 9. Game comes down to this. Bucks have 2 timeouts left. Fourth and 10. Game comes down to this. Approaching 1 minute to play. Baker in the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap. Moved off his spot. Throws short of the sticks. Eagles get the stop. Eagles get the stop. Philadelphia's going to hold on to win. Baker was flushed. Had to throw it underneath to Otten. He was nowhere close to picking up the first down. And this Eagles defense holds on. Baker had to throw across his body. Here's the thing, though. The ball came out from Otten's hands. Number 1, did he fumble? Number 2, did the ball go out of bounds before the Eagles recovered it? Eagles up by 8, 53 seconds to go. The Buccaneers do have 2 timeouts. Honestly, if I'm Jalen Hurts, I'm trying to run around in the pocket, then go down. Because if you just run it and they stop you immediately, they'll still have an opportunity at a punt return. And they added 4 seconds to the clock, so it's 57 to go. So 57 ticks to play. Eagles take over at the 35. And the Eagles are going to call a timeout. Hey, it's Manny. Got off work just in time to come back. Go Birds. Manny, I got your email, my man. We'll send you that Eagles Now football. First and 10, 57 ticks left. Hurts is in the gun. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith to the left. Goddard, Calcaterra stacked to the right. High snap. Saquon gets the give. Runs it up the middle. Bucks stop the clock at 54. They have 1 timeout left. Eagles offense excellent in the first half, dreadful in the second half. They also got 7 points first with the Cam Latu block punt. Sidney Brown returned at 30 yards. Philadelphia's defense has given up touchdowns of 72 and 77 yards just in the third quarter alone. They were up as much as 31-13. Here they are trying to hold on, 31-23. I formation, Hurts under center. Cam Latu the fullback. Handoff goes to Saquon. Saquon picks up about 5. Bucs will use their final timeout to stop the clock at 49 seconds. And so the Eagles can run one more play. They add another second to the clock to make it 50. Keep in mind, the play clock is 40 seconds. So the Bucs will have an opportunity with a punt return. And if you're Michael Clay, you want Braden Mann to boot that ball out of bounds. But with 50 ticks to play, Eagles can also pick up a first down and end the ball game. Handoff goes to Saquon. He slips. And so the game clock is at 41, play clock at 35. So a 6-second difference here. What the Eagles could also do is take a snap on 4th down where Jalen Hurts runs around forever, and then he just throws the ball high up in the air so that there's no time left. That is another option here. 6-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. Giants hold on to win, I believe, 21-18 over the Chargers. First loss for the Chargers this year. Michael Clay is talking this over with the special teams unit. And the Eagles are going to give the Bucs a chance here. I wonder if Braden Mann runs around for a little bit and then punts it away. Keep in mind that the Bucs, they have had the edge in the return game today. And they're going to try to block this punt, of course. Full punt block formation is out. Man, he's going to run away with it. Oh, he's going to take the safety. Hey, and he runs out of bounds. The clock expires. Eagles are going to win. What a way to end it. It was stressful until the final second, but Braden Mann takes the punt snap, runs around out of the back of the end zone safety, and so the Eagles don't even give the Bucs an opportunity to return it. Eagles win! Eagles win! Eagles win! 31-25, the final score. They cover the 3.5. They hold on to win. And they come through with a clutch, hard-earned victory as the real field temperature over 100 degrees from start to finish. Later tonight, I'll do a post-game reaction. Be on the lookout for that. We got a jet. Thanks to everybody who tuned into the show. Almost 150,000 people all throughout the day. Still 5,400 people watching live. Thanks to everybody who hit that subscribe button. Continue to hit that sub button if you want the best Eagles coverage every single day, year-round. Thanks to Chip. My name is Chase Sr. If you want to continue to hang out, we'll be live for Niners-Jags, which is coming your way here in a moment. Birds win 31-25. Go Birds! See ya.